Welcome back here on Live Now from Fox. And as we approach the top of
Yo,
the
what up,
hour
what up?
here, we do
What
have
up,
a news
Crystal? What up,
conference
T-Banks?
getting
Hello.
underway with Attorney General
Mic check,
James
1 2 1 2.
Upmeyer over in Florida. Now, he says there have been arrests of quote-unquote child predators. He's speaking over in Fort Myers alongside other Florida officials. Let's pop up the audio here and listen in live.
Good morning. My name is Agnieszka Thomas. I'm an assistant statewide prosecutor here in the Fort Myers office for statewide prosecution, Attorney General's office. I want to first start off with thanking FDLE and the agents on these three cases. Because of their dedication and the teamwork between our agencies, we have been able to successfully investigate these three cases and seek charges and arrests. We have had the opportunity to work with FDLE on crimes against children, and because of FDLE's dedication and teamwork between our agencies, we have been able to successfully prosecute and sentence these types of crimes against children to lengthy prison sentences. And I really want to thank FDLE for their hard work on those. Our office has
Appreciate that. Thank
officially
you. Appreciate
charged
Lady Bird for the
three
bits.
individuals.
What the hell y'all got going on in
Montgomery
Florida?
in Manatee
At Fort
County
Myers.
for 6 counts of child
Child what?
pornography,
Child
1
predators
count
arrested.
of solicitation of an image from a parent or legal guardian, and 1 count of consumer product tampering. Travis Montgomery, if convicted, is looking at 75 years in prison. Jason Grant Harrison in Hendry County is charged with 3 counts of possession of child pornography.
Yo, mic
and
check
is
1 2
facing
1 2. Mic
15
good,
years
right? Y'all can
in
hear me?
prison. And last, Ryan Sheffield, Collier County. He is charged with 10 counts of possession of child pornography, having 10 or more images, and is facing 150 years in prison. Last, I would like to thank the Attorney General and the Commissioner for dedicating their resources to combat crimes against children. And I would also like to thank the Attorney General for his continued support of all of our efforts prosecuting these types of crimes. Thank you. I believe the Attorney General will be up to last remarks.
Agnieszka just finished was a many weeks long trial, right? She's in trial for months, and no rest for the weary. There's more work to be done. The streets are safe for today because these guys aren't going to be on them for a long time. If you want to exploit, abuse, or prey upon our kids, don't do it. We're going to be watching, and we're going to come for you. We see technology exposing our kids to more and more dangers. Many of you are probably aware we brought a lawsuit over a week ago against Snapchat. We see Snapchat as an application that it's a preferred avenue for people like this to get access to kids. They like the features of the application, disappearing messages and photos. It makes it more difficult to track and monitor what they're doing. But we are paying attention. We're gonna hold Snapchat accountable for knowingly designing an app that is addictive. They want kids to be on it as much as possible, and they know about a lot of these dangers, and they haven't taken the necessary protocol to address them. We passed a law last year, House Bill 3, that prohibits younger kids and teenagers from accessing the sites, and older teenagers, 14, 15 years old, are only supposed to access them with parental permission, so that parents, they can go, they know what's going, they can access the protocols and features and things like that should be provided to better enable them to monitor, educate, and know what their kids are doing. As parents out there, if you don't know what your kids are doing, if you don't know what they're accessing, please wake up. I can't say enough to scare you what we're seeing right now. We've been investigating Locks, a gaming app where young people can get on in a social setting and play games with one another. Just 2 days ago, we arrested a guy in Marion County who was using this application to solicit sexual abuse material of young kids. We're seeing a lot of this. So we're going to be going after any company that's out there endangering our kids. We put them on notice. Again, we want to work with them. We want to work to create features, design the programs in a way that protect kids. But if you're not going to take that seriously, we will hold you accountable in court. So thank you for being here. I think we've got time for a few questions if anybody has any.
James, yeah. For clarity, were these 3 working together at all? Did they know each other, or are these 3 separate cases?
These are 3 separate cases, just evidentiary, timing, collection-wise. They all kind of reached the point where arrests were able to be made in the same day, but in independent cases.
Could you explain I guess, the relationship of the accused with one of the victims working with a mother. Can you just go into a little more detail?
Yeah, I don't want to get it wrong. I'll turn it over to the special agent here.
Sure. So the case originated in Washington State. A parent of children out there, they apprehended her. They charged her out there. They determined that she was transmitting photographs and videos here to Mr. Montgomery. They referred that.
So this
to
must
us
was a
for our
this
jurisdiction,
must have
for
been
our
a huge case
investigation, which
in
we
Florida.
after
Because I'm
getting his
confused.
devices, we did locate some of
They
those.
got the Attorney
images on
General there?
his electronic devices. That's why he was charged with that.
Is she being charged?
She's charged in Washington State.
Okay.
Yes.
And this was her child,
Children.
children?
Yes, sir. Yes. All three were booked in Wednesday. I don't know the bonds off the top of my head.
Travis Montgomery has $260,000 bond. Jason Grant Harrison has $750,000 bond, and Mr. Sheffield down in Collier has $1.5 million bond.
What the fuck y'all got going on in Florida, bro?
In Washington State, were you able to identify and save
Like that's crazy.
any other children, or were you people just involved in sharing files, not the production?
So the other two were sharing in these peer-to-peer networks known files of those children are existing files that have been shared in the past. They were not local children. They were not children that were rescued as a result of this particular investigation.
Is there an effort to try and identify the children
So we go through, yeah, so the National Center works through, we work in partnership with them by who these real victims are. And oftentimes when we get from devices, they've already been identified.
Oh, okay.
Attorney General, this question, you mentioned potentially a lawsuit against Snapchat. What steps is your office taking to work with tech platforms or local schools to kind of prevent the creation, distributions type of material?
Sure. So we've been reaching out to companies to express concerns where we see them. Some companies are more willing than others to be cooperative and sit down. I believe Snapchat, is going to fight the state law, and they have a free speech right that, preempts the state law. I do not believe the First Amendment protects the company's right to expose and endanger our kids.
Wait, what?
So we
Snapchat?
will fight that vigorously
Snapchat got to do with it?
against Snapchat and any other company that we believe is breaking our state law. As far
Hey,
as schools go,
Snapchat.
we've been working with the legislature to try to limit access to phones and things during school. The average age that a child now sees pornography for the first time, I believe I just heard, was 6 years old. And a lot of that is happening because of these dangerous devices. They end up in schools unsupervised. The internet is everywhere. Parents are the first line of defense. Parents really need to be stepping in to ensure that their kids are at a mature age before they have unlimited access to the internet. But that's not always happening, and thus other kids get exposed. So we're working with the school districts to better, educate them on the dangers that are associated with these applications. And I think you'll see this become, a
that's why I said
featured initiative of the Office of the Attorney General over the next, couple of years.
And just for clarity, you mentioned a sex act in the
Hold
restaurant.
on. Now pay attention what the fuck he just said, right? That's why I say these goddamn parents. Now they bringing Snapchat into this. See, y'all not monitoring your kids. So all that throwing phones and all that shit in these kids' face, you're gonna have to pay the price for that. Because when you're dealing with people like this, right, them PDFs and shit like that, like this the weirdo shit they be on. And y'all gonna have to deal with that shit. That's because most parents today, they not parenting. The fucking iPad and the iPhone is being the parents. That's why you gotta know what's going on with your kids today. You gotta know what's going on with your kids. I don't know what the fuck they got going on in Florida, but that's crazy.
Some more forensics to follow up on, so we will not rule out future charges.
Yeah, I think it's been a little over a month ago.
Exactly,
we
Krista.
announced a very large child pornography ring
Look at this.
that we busted. And
See, Krista, and most parents today, they'll think, right? And I'm glad you getting it at the age that you are, right? If you 30, 35 today, like you're not a bad parent if you're not allowing your kids to touch that social media. Wait till that child is about 15, 16. It's okay. Make them go outside. Because if you even think about it, at 13, you never know what's going on. Like, and it's not, we live in a world now to where you even got to protect the little boys. like, of course, these PDFs, they doing shit to these little girls, but now you even have to protect your little boy. So at 12, 13 years old, they all on the internet, all like they just said it, Snapchat. So 12, 13-year-old, whatever the fuck it is, right? They got access to these Snapchats, they got access to fucking TikTok, what's that other bullshit they be using? Telegram, all that weirdo shit. Like, and you got to be careful what these kids got access to. And you're not a bad parent if you say, no, ain't no social media for you. I don't give a fuck what them other kids is doing. You won't have it. Like, and I'm telling y'all, this is what I stand on. I told my kids couldn't touch it until they was 13. They're 13 now. You can deal with the internet now. My twins. But my youngest ones is going to be the same shit. Got the phones locked, the tablets locked. All you can do is watch YouTube kid stuff. The YouTube Kids. That's it. So you can do the Roblox and YouTube Kids all you want to. Because there's so many parents, right? Not parenting. And this is why their kids be cussing. Their kids is disrespectful. How do you got an 8-year-old or a 9-year-old and your kid's cussing and doing all this weirdo shit and you think that shit is funny? You was a bad parent. And you got to be careful of those kind of kids that you allowing, right? So if you got these parents that's raising their kids, allowing their kids, their sons and daughters to grow up, appreciate the 100 bits, T-Banks. You letting your kids be around them badass kids that's cussing, doing all that weirdo shit. What you think influence that's going to have on your kid? Because that parent wants to be the cool parent. No, hell no. You can't hang with Lil Johnny them. Lil Johnny them bad. You gonna sit your ass at home. So you ain't a bad parent, man, if you cut off that access. Don't even give it to them. Because you can't trust these adults. They're telling you they goofy, they weird. Jimmy White, what up? Yeah, you came up at the stage squat, boy?
No, I was loading the bed down. What up?
All right, ain't no stage squatting.
Oh,
damn it.
You stage squatting. No, I was setting my stuff up. But yeah,
Stage squat.
There's a lot going on.
It showed the fuck is. It's Friday too. Hold on, what's this shit?
Every single day they have about 80
President Trump.
million active users, and out of that million, we know that 40% of them are at least 13 years old or younger. So I want you guys to take a look at this video. This video shows Marion County deputies actually arresting the 17-year-old. Detectives say that he coerced children into recording sexually explicit videos of themselves and their younger siblings, and then sent to him. Investigators say the teen, whose name and face we aren't releasing, would find his young victims on the popular gaming app Roblox. Then he'd eventually move their conversation to private text or server messages where the exploitation would happen. They say he tried to cover his tracks by deleting some of the messages and videos, but the teenager was busy allegedly interacting with 4 or 5 children per day for more than a year.
Now look at that.
It's horrific. It's dangerous.
It's
It's a wake-up call for parents. You need to know what your kids are doing online, and you need to understand that they're very dangerous people at the other end of the computer or the phone, pretending to be other people.
And officials say some of the children involved were as young as 8 years old. The sheriff's office says Roblox has been working closely with them on this investigation. And regarding the recent arrest, a statement was sent to Fox 35 that reads in part, Roblox is deeply committed to the safety and well-being of our community, and helping protect children is a top priority. In February, we reported this case to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children and permanently banned the account.
Now, think about that. Now he's 17. It's crazy.
Tina to Roblox to uncover how the platform is marketing the children and seeing how they can change some policies to make sure that children are not interacting with predators. And also officials are urging parents to restrict account access. That way you can limit, if they're sending messages or
look at this shit. You see what I'm saying? Oh, no. See, that is, since it's Roblox, they got to come off Roblox. And I'm on Roblox for you, boy.
But hey, what is you doing on Roblox anyway? That is for children. What the hell? But I thought he was like older, but he's 17.
No, Jimmy White, he's 17 years old. This is the world we live in. They 17, 19, 21. This is the bullshit they doing. And fucking with them kids on fucking Snapchat and fucking Roblox.
I mean, yeah, the kids though, they doing all that. I mean, but shit, that's shit.
They taking advantage of. They know them parents is not being parents.
Yeah, but I don't think ain't no black kids out here doing no shit like that.
See, here you go. You want to run the race? Fuck race. Because in that situation, he said been going on for a year.
Yeah.
Like, so ain't no telling what this boy done did for a whole goddamn year before they got him. This is crazy. Y'all see this weirdo shit?
Yeah, it's kids, period. I'm just saying, but that's crazy.
Like, it's crazy, bro.
I mean, it's the internet though. Shit, what the fuck they expect? It's the internet.
Yeah, but the internet, my ass, Jimmy White. That's not the point.
It's the internet. I get the point. The point is, be careful about what your kids doing.
Exactly. You got to be careful about that shit, bro. Like, you can't just be willy-nilly out here and letting all that shit, because I blame the parents. They're gonna keep it real.
Well, I ain't justifying what they doing. I'm just saying, but you know, kids gonna always be rebellious and hide shit with their parents. So, and
yeah,
do
but
a lot of shit. So,
I'm blaming them. I'm blaming them parents, bro.
But parents ain't parenting no more. They let everybody else parent their kids, strangers. Yeah, exactly. But the internet is the internet, though. This a whole different ballgame. It's the internet. It's a whole different thing going on. You got motherfucking young females out here like over the other app. Man, the girl turn out she's 14 years old, over there acting like she's 18 years old, and fucking with niggas 25 and 26. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
I said, damn, that happened over there across the street. I said, man, what the hell the trenches got going on? In the trenches. They ain't even know. I said, man, come on, love, you gotta get that right. Them fools over there in the room. You know, them boy like 26, 27 talking to a 13-year-old. What's name had to call the mama, Paris. You know, Paris, wolf girl, homegirl. She called the girl mama. She said, look, do you know your child over here doing this? She said, I don't do this, but I got to do this. But she called the girl mama, her grandma and the mama, and told her. So she even get her ass on what's name. She tore her ass up too.
What up, my man Mar in the building. Don't worry, I don't want to hit. I don't want to hit nothing about that.
The point I'm making is
cool, but I don't want to hit nothing about that.
Doing wild things. It's two ways there. You got 17-year-old out here on roadblocks, the little white dude, but then you got females out here too that's 15, 16, pretending to be another age on these applications, creating different profiles, acting like they're older than what they is, dealing with adults. It's just wild. It's crazy.
Yeah, but
it's the parents' fault. Exactly. That's all I'm saying. It's the parents' fault, but what can the parents do though? Take it. This is a quick.
But it sounds like you just blame the fucking kids.
No, I said lying about the age. I just stated what's going on. I'm saying, but what can the parents do when kids gonna be kids and hide things from their parents?
Jimmy White, what I'm saying is put belt to ass. Put some on their ass. Nobody give a fuck about that system. Like, stop listening to that system. Put some on their ass. That's what you talking about.
No, that's not. No, what I'm talking about is, okay.
Thank you, Chris. The parents pay for that phone. What are you talking about, Jimmy White?
Okay, so the parents need to. I'm saying, what do the parents need to do then? Because kids still gonna be kids. Take the phone and they go lash out on it. They gonna lash out on the parent. Man,
no, that's not true.
Disown their parents. To my man, you take their phone, they gonna be mad at the parent.
Jimmy White, you know how dumb you sound right now?
I said, no, I'm just asking a rhetorical question. That's not
it's not rhetorical.
What is the parents gonna do? Just walk in and just start whooping their kids?
No, this is what you do. No, Jimmy White, this is what you do. Jimmy White, this is why I say, you see, you need to stay out of parenting's business, right? That's number one.
Right.
Number two is like this. This is how, if you allow me to answer, goofball, what I'm saying is this, right? Let's say you're dealing with Quacknam, right? Gotta remember, they 13. Let's say they all on the internet doing XYZ. You know the first thing you should do as a parent? Always check their phone, like Tip just said. Go in the phone. You're 13. You don't run shit. You don't pay no bills around here. You go check them phones. Go in hitting notes. Go in. Hold on. I'm giving you the answer. Stop over talking me. Then once you find some bullshit, matter of fact, it's best case this, like I just told Krista. Right? And I tell any parent this. Keep your kids off the internet. Wait till they're 15 or 16 when you know they're a little bit more responsible. Because in the age that we're in today, these kids is not responsible. Let's make that clear. They're not even responsible. So today a 15, 16-year-old acts like a 13-year-old back in our time. When we was 13, 14 coming up, we was grown. When I say grown, meaning we was able to stay at home by ourselves until mom and daddy got home. These 15 to 16-year-olds today, you can't even trust them to sit in the house for an hour by themselves. That's just a fact. So keep the ass off the internet. Don't allow your kids on the fucking internet, right? Because these are the risks that you run. I wouldn't give a fuck what the kid talking about. The kid pissed off. So I pay that phone bill. You don't pay that phone bill. Because last time I checked, who's the parent? See, too many parents, Jimmy White, they want to be them kids' friend. I ain't your friend. I'm your motherfucking paw. I'm your daddy around here. And if I pay that motherfucking bill, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. What? I'll turn that give me the phone. Give me that phone. You don't pay that bill. You grown when you can go, you got your job and you can pay some bills around here. You said, no, Fred, I can't agree there. In a, what? And they definitely trust my teenagers at home. No. Hold on. No. Tiff, what I'm saying is this, right? Each parent is different, right? I'm talking about, Tiff, you might be the exception. I know I would be the exception, right? My 13-year-olds, I know I can leave them in the house by themselves. Why? Because I know the kind of parent I am. I know the kind of parent their mother is. But Tiff, the majority is this. Mom and daddy, daddy not there. Mama is irresponsible. They not raising these kids right. Tiff, always think of the majority, not the ones that's the exception. Because I'm pretty sure you raise your kids just like that. You already know. You can give them a look. They know how to act. I ain't talking about them parents. I'm talking about the ones I hear that they be letting their kids cuss at 8, 9, 10 years old. The kids think they grown. They do what the fuck they want to do. When mom and daddy back is turned, they some badass little kids. And they doing all sorts of shit on the internet.
So shit, Shawty raised her kids right then.
Who?
90%
One
right
week?
then. They still, yeah, even the boy, he still exes. Can I cuss? So, and then all
But that's called being responsible, Jimmy. Why
she was stalking them, so you saying basically she ain't stalking. All they text me, all they phone message, everything come to her phone. I'm like, you got to stop that.
No. She's doing right.
I'm watching them. I was like, oh,
she's supposed to.
Them your kids.
Jimmy White, you didn't just see it's a 17-year-old playing with 8
I'm
and
just
9-year-olds.
trying to understand now. It makes sense. Oh, so that purpose. So
yes.
That's all she tell me is anything can happen.
Man, until they, Jimmy White, you tell them children what to do until they got a job and can pay some bills. That's why when I say if they ain't 16, 17 years old with no job, being able to pay that phone bill, you don't run nothing. Because who paying that phone bill? Me. God, child gonna tell me what to do, and I'm the one paying your phone bill. I'm the one bought your phone. You don't tell me nothing.
Well, what you when you're right.
What you mean? Because you have this kind of stuff going on, Jimmy White. Pay attention. You have that kind of stuff going on. A 17-year-old over there playing with them 8-year-olds and having them meet up and do all this weirdo shit.
Yeah,
like we live, Jimmy White. It's not like when we was coming up, bro.
I know
these people are crazy. These 17, 19, 21-year-old, they're crazy, Jimmy White.
Yeah, they wilding.
They wilding and they playing with these little kids on Roblox. Nigga, he just said Snapchat. The police said Snapchat and Roblox.
Yeah, they wilding, dude.
Man, if I was the motherfucking parents, what? Oh no, hold on. Before you put them cuffs on him, let me put my hands and feet on him real quick. Let me put my hands and feet on him for even trying my child.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get to this pup daddy shit. Jim White up here playing. Ooh. Yeah, but of course, pup daddy denied the fucking plea deal.
Yeah, he's stupid.
So I guess he finna crank that jury up and shit. He said he going to motherfucking trial with it. They are mental pervert. Yeah, they mental. Yeah, think of mental perverts doing all the weirdo shit. Yeah, 15 T-Banks. Come on, T-Banks, think about it. Baby Velt and Baby Rose, 13, 14 years old, right? So them two, they want to be grown, all on Snapchat and Roblox. Me and T-Banks going, you know what we doing, T-Banks. We're going to get them.
How y'all gonna keep them off that night? You got come on.
You don't give them the phone. What are you talking about? You lock the phone up.
But when you get on TikTok, you don't see all them 13. When I first got on that, what made me never touch TikTok?
No.
I'm like 15 and 16 in high school. They on TikTok.
White, do you not know the settings on an iPhone, right? An iPhone, you can set the settings to where they can't unlock no apps. They can't even get on apps. Yeah, that's why it's called limited access to the apps.
Yeah, I know that.
That's how you set the phone up.
Well, that's why I would think.
See, these parents, no, Jimmy White, these parents, no, what I'm saying, Jimmy White, these parents is so irresponsible. I'm telling you what they're doing. They're just buying an iPhone, right? They're buying like the iPhone 12, the iPhone 14. They give the kid the phone and they just let the kid download whatever they want to. They're not being responsible parents. Why? Because they know that phone makes them shut up. They know the parents know they give them the phone, they're gonna go sit in that room for hours and not talk. But you ain't monitor nothing they doing on that phone. That's what I'm talking about, Jimmy White. When you buy that phone or you get them a phone, make that phone where it's limited access. They can't access nothing but YouTube Kids and motherfucking Roblox.
She got that.
That's the only thing they can touch.
She monitor the hell out of them.
You said what? You supposed to monitor them. You need their iCloud. Yeah, all day. You need all their iCloud. Every message come to that the parent's phone. Yeah, every message come through that. Every text message, everything come through that phone.
Yeah, that makes sense. Then that makes sense.
Come through the phone. That's called being a parent.
Oh, okay.
It's called being a parent. That ain't stalking. They're kids. Because what you 16 years old, but a nigga out here 24 trying to get between her legs. And she can't catch it. She's 16, 17, but a 24-year-old trying to do something. Come on, she need to know that's what's going on. Hold on, let me get to the pup daddy shit. Somebody was playing earlier this morning. Got my motherfucking.
Like, no, you started that conversation. I didn't know they went on. Like, it's another thing too. You can pull it up. Yeah.
Lauren LaRosa, LL Cool Bay. Got to say your
Like,
full name. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like the radio consultant said, you got to say your full name.
Right.
Familiarize you to the audience.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lauren LaRosa.
Yeah, Lauren LaRosa. Can't just say Lauren.
You know,
Oh,
people
okay.
still ask me if I'm Dominican.
Don't nobody ask me.
What?
They do because
Nobody's
they think
ever
I
asked me
really
that.
be defending you a lot of people, Lauren. Don't start that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for no reason. Nobody does that.
The La Rosa be really messing people up.
Oh, you know
No,
what?
I
No,
like
now
Jess.
that is
And
true.
it's
'cause
not
when-
Dominican.
No, I ain't
That's
gonna
never
lie. I
happened,
did. I was like, which, one of our fathers? Not one of your fathers. Like, maybe you.
You don't even know our father.
Oh, first of all, I do. Happy birthday, Dad. It was his birthday on the 27th.
Which
He
one?
don't remember yours, but you remember his? That's crazy.
No, because you said your stepdad. No, which one? Your really, really good dad?
My biological dad.
Oh,
Not my brother's dad.
you still say happy birthday to him?
Yes, I talked to my dad. Yo, okay.
And things better.
Me and my dad talk. We have a good relationship.
Stop,
It's just
Jess,
not
stop. You pressing. She
strong.
might
It's just
cry.
not.
Stop.
Okay, yeah,
I
no.
will not
Stop.
cry.
No.
Okay.
How did I become the damn news?
All right, go ahead. My bad. Do your thing. Do your thing.
It was you.
The
Wasn't
latest.
me.
Them beads, it's not enough on them.
These are prayer
Because you
beads,
ain't,
man.
yeah, you need to pray some more.
Your shoulder is ashy because you just talk.
Oh my
I don't-
God.
I leave
What
them
they
lips
talking
alone,
about?
Came
okay?
around, I
They
showed
were
him
playing.
Can't even offer your father a shoulder to lean on.
Traumatic shoulder.
It's just foggy.
All
Go
right.
ahead, Lauren.
Speaking of fathers, Diddy, he's a father.
Okay, yes, he is.
Yes, that is
What
true.
else? What happened? Good segue.
Thank you. Okay, so remember the other day we were talking about Diddy's new defenses,
Mhm.
and I was
How
saying,
you retarded?
Bro, I'm literally lagging. That's
This
what
is
Carl
wild
would
work,
say
bro. Like, I
before
don't
he
have
switched
time
to
for
Easy
YouTube
Fiber.
shit, bro. What the fuck?
don't use that word.
What?
How he was saying that he was incapable of.
Like, crap. Okay, you know
Oh
what?
my God.
I don't have time for this shit today. They over here bullshitting and playing. Yeah, we
No,
don't
he
got time for
did.
that.
He
Huh?
rejected that plea deal. He finna go to.
Yeah.
Well, he got thug lawyer, but YSL still, but still he in trouble. He
Who?
in trouble.
Puff ain't in. Boy, Puff is finna walk. And when he walk, don't say it. I didn't tell you so.
Okay,
Puff is
see,
finna walk.
we gonna see. We gonna see.
That man's finna walk, bro. You can't prosecute a man for being a bisexual freak. You can't. That man's not about to lose on him being bisexual and being a freak.
Okay, so they draining his pocket. Then.
That's it. They just taking all this money. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's what they doing. When he walk, don't say nothing. He's finna walk.
Okay, if Thug walk, that's how he looking at it. If Thug walk, he can walk. He got more money than Thug. If Thug paid $3 million, he could pay $100 million and get off. And
Yeah,
just
but
in case-
most people want to see that man go to jail.
Oh,
That's
I
all
ain't saying
that
I
is.
want to see him. I don't. I think they should drain him. He took a lot of people publishing, so shit. That's karma. He facing his karma now. This is karma.
Man, you sound like Eugene Deal.
No, I'm saying I sound like a motherfucker that knows a motherfucker that beat black people in the black industry, and they humbled his ass because you went against them people. Nah, and then the other nigga knew though. It was Jim Jones that started crying. He mad because they killed the 61-year-old woman in front of his hood. It's a
Man, I'm
lot
not
going
thinking
on.
about
Did you see the one?
Think about
Did you
no
see the one
fucking
with
Jim
that
Jones, bro.
61?
I don't care. This ain't the nigga news
Did
hour,
you-
Jimmy, right?
did you see
Your
that
segment is
61?
in an hour.
No,
Right now, I ain't doing no nigga news.
My segment is hour. I'm just talking about it's a lot of things going on. That 51
Yeah, but that's nigga news. I don't give a fuck about no nigga news.
51-year-old dude kill a young boy.
What?
That's breaking news right now. Your boy covered it. You put him up. He talking about it.
Who?
The one you like so much. I'll be watching it too though.
Who?
Anton Daniels, whatever the name is. Yeah, he was named. That's how I synced it. But it's a 51-year-old man. But the young dude shot at the older dude. He was running around. The young dude walking around the neighborhood in all suburban area. It's like 3 or 4 black families. The black dude, 2 black dudes, young dude, running around trying to rob everybody's house. So the dude came out of his house because they was circling his house trying to rob him next. So the older dude went outside and started looking for him because they went somewhere else. So he riding around looking for him. He had a yapper with him though. Didn't nobody know it. He in the car. You see it, bro. It was in Fox News. But you gotta pull it up.
I'm not pulling that junk up, man. I don't care nothing about nigga news.
That's Fox
News.
News.
What?
That's Fox News.
What up, Mara in the building? You said what?
That's Fox News.
I'm saying I don't even understand the story. You just telling me somebody tried to rob somebody and whatever. Like,
no,
okay.
the young black kids out robbing white people houses. But they end up running into a black house that was out there. So the daddy, the black dude, protected his house and went up, started circling the neighborhood and basically became neighborhood watch. So it's a real big story right now.
Oh man, I don't care nothing about Jim White. I don't. That's
okay. You don't care about nothing but relationship talk. Okay, cool. You want to talk relationship talk in Trump?
Nigga, we just shut up.
You gotta talk about everything.
Like, you sound like Jim White. No, you want me to discuss Negro news, and I don't care nothing about the Negro League news.
We'll go ahead. You want to talk Diddy? That's Negro news. Diddy is Negro news. The hell?
What is headlines? I don't know what the fuck you talking about. That's gonna be trial of the century. What the fuck you talking about?
It just is puff.
Since you want to talk about it, show too.
Well, no, Jumbo got vandalized.
I'm getting to that next.
The hardest things for men to get over and women to get over when it comes to infidelity.
Oh, to infidelity?
That's where I went.
The hardest thing to get over is the same concept. It's the fact now there is a breach of trust and security in this relationship.
Is that the same for both? Okay.
Yes, because it all comes down to trust. Like, I can no longer trust you. So when you go somewhere, are you really going where you say you're going to? Right? Because the number one thing that's important for women is trustworthiness, not security. Because that comes after, and that takes a while.
Ain't no one gonna trust him. He look like he'll take something.
You say you're going to do. So now, if I found out that you stepped out on this marriage or this relationship,
oh no, they talking about the number one reason. The number one reason relationships fail after infidelity, bro. This ain't your damn room, bro. What is wrong with you? Is you okay with it? The number one reason the relationships fail after infidelity, I guess he's explaining. This dude, what the fuck did he even just say? Jim White just wanted you like to over talk shit where I can't fucking hear. What is he talking about? Hold on.
Can I really trust you? And it's the same concept for men as well.
What basically he's explaining about women being able have to trust you. Like what, boy? Stop. So many motherfuckers cheating today. Like that, boy. You better get with the goddamn program. He said that about trust. Chrissa, yeah. What Tip's saying? He's talking about trust. Like most women, they pretty much if you cheat on them, basically you lose trust with the woman. But shit, these women out here cheating in the next room. Most of these women, they doing all the goddamn cheating. So what the fuck is he talking about?
They cheat more than me.
So T Banks, goddamn it, T Banks supposed to keep trusting goddamn Khadijah? She cheating on T Banks. She was hugging her ex. So T Banks, he supposed to lose trust too? Yeah.
Well, a lot of things determined that was a lie.
But that's not the point. I'm using it as an analogy. Fuck, nigga. Stop being sensitive, bro. You too sensitive. Yeah, you is. You being too sensitive, bro. Don't come up here with that sensitive shit, bro.
Oh, I ain't sensitive. You being sensitive. I was laughing. This man.
You ain't talking about shit. You ain't talking about shit.
Mine. You got your mind. He said, boy, it's mine.
You ain't talking about nothing. You don't be talking about nothing, bro. You just be over talking the content, can't hear. Like the fuck.
No, you can hear that shit loud in here now. You talking
about? Let me see. Oh yeah, shout out to the goddamn Clippers too. Clippers did extend the made it go game 7. I thought they was gonna fucking lose. Yeah, but shout out to them extending it to a game 7. At least we got a good fucking series out of the Nuggets and the fucking Clippers. So I think that's dope.
Is LeBron retiring for real or they just capping?
No, he's not fucking retiring. Who said that? That boy's not.
I knew they were capping.
He's not fucking
He should retire, man. He should just let it go, bro.
What?
He should just LeBron is gonna retire, man. Instead of acting like fucking Kobe and just take 7 years of losses, bro. You getting put out in the first round, bro. You need to go somewhere and sit down, man. Get up, hang it up, get your money and go somewhere and sit down.
You mean get your money and sit down?
You might as well just take his money and just go and sit down. That's it. It's over with for him. What are you gonna do? What can he do at this point? I mean, you and this AI background is just fucking triggering me. The fuck?
Good. Stay triggered. You should be triggered. Stay triggered. Stay triggered. Talking about some AI.
I hate a motherfucker. What's that? Yeah, I'm like, man,
stop being jealous, but like you get that jealousy and envy out your heart, bro.
Boy, AI ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like Cheese said, oh, Blair, I knew that.
Thinker, you see all that jealousy in his heart, Thinker?
There ain't no jealousy.
Jim White got a punch. Jim White,
hey,
why are you jealous of me, bro?
I ain't jealous. I'm looking at it. Every time I look over here, I look at the TV, I look over here, oh, AI's old Blair, I knew it. Nah, that nigga got out on it. He got out on it. He made AI. Okay, everybody AI now. Everybody artificial intelligence.
Sound like hate to me.
Look at it. Like, I'm just
Sound like hate to me.
I'm reacting to the background. Look at it, like he's
Sound like hate to
he
me.
the dragon. Look at it, like he the dragon.
Sound like hate to me. Think I told you. Listen, think he barely can make. He can't make it to midnight.
In your head, you think I'm hating, but I'm actually
he's
saying,
not going to make it
how
to
did he
midnight.
do
It's
that?
Friday. Think of what I told you. Think he's not going to make it to. But it's got to
Yeah,
midnight. He
it's
got to make it to
still
midnight.
Friday.
Yeah, think I said, can he last to Friday? She been doing. She been trying to get you to last for a week.
Man, but everybody know damn yes man. You love yes man. That's your problem.
No, I don't like you.
I really was saying this shit dope.
Goofballs.
Really? No, how am I
No, you was
goofball? I
hating
really
Jimmy
think this
White.
shit dope.
Get that
I'm
hate
like,
out your
oh,
heart.
the nigga done turned himself into AI. Everybody's doing it. It's a trend. Everybody's doing it. They right now they got women in videos and music videos. They brought Michael Jackson back with this AI shit. So I'm really not dissing. I'm like, oh, he didn't turn himself into AI. So you keeping up with the time. You a dragon. Okay, cool. That's not hating. That's me saying I see what's going on.
Jimmy White, that's hate. I know hate.
I know it's Friday. I know
Friday. Slick hate.
Yeah, that is not hating. You're just hating. You're being rhetorical to turn people against me.
That's not even what rhetorical means.
I was giving it prop. Like, oh, this nigga turned himself to AI. I'm never going to be AI. I don't want to be AI ever. That's crazy. I'd rather show my face and be reality. Get out of the metaverse. We're going from the metaverse to reality. Now that's not a shot.
Look,
but
y'all see what's going on?
What you doing with the big loop in your ear? Is that
one
a big
hate on
loop
him? One hate on you?
Is that a big? That's not hating. I'm just dissecting the fucking shit. Oh, the niggas get on YouTube and react to everybody else's video, but I can't react to your AI video.
Now think of watch this. In a couple of days, he gonna have Misha do him some videos.
I bet you I don't.
He already got him. I already got him. I don't use him. Hold on,
I already got him. I don't use them.
See, issue. You know what me and your issue become? Me and your issue become. You overtalk me.
There's no issue.
Which overtalking somebody.
Can you give me a description on your AI? That was all I was asking.
No, I don't need no description. What I'm saying is,
you want me to be a black Karen,
bro? Like Jimmy White. This be my issue with y'all, right? If you say stop trolling me, right? At that moment, that's Jimmy White saying basically you ain't in the mood, right? So what I'm telling you is, Jimmy White. One thing I don't like is that across the street mentality no more.
That's not what
people do when the conversation, right? Like I'm running my news shit.
Go ahead,
what I'm explaining is I'm running my news shit, and here you come, you turning it into them rooms over there. I'm telling you, I got a problem with that. It's 2025. Hold on, it's 2025.
Nobody's talking about that. You're going too far.
Hold on, whoa. No, I want you to mute up because it's 2025, right? And you don't even see what you're doing. That's why I say that other individual was doing that same shit, and I'm like, bro, what is wrong with y'all? Like y'all not willing to grow and expand and become better. Y'all willing to do that same kind of rhetoric. I'm not going for it. I don't want to hear it. At this point, it's nonsense. Let me run the motherfucking shit and we can go from there. That other shit, man, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Don't do that.
Look, Loose Cannon calls out Wax BS. Apparently, Loose is getting more and more fed up with Wack. Like they had just had their friendship blow up when Luce got arrested on the Fed charges, and apparently Luce is really not feeling him. I also listened to Brick's phone call that he called in, and that was pretty.
Allegations on Brick talking about he got caught with a transmission.
Exactly. That's why I kind of am looking at Luce like, man, I don't know if I can really trust you.
Man.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Saying bullshit, on the song with Drake. Come on.
And the production for Nas. All right, here we go. Loose Cannon calls
All
out
rights to the contents posting owns you. Talk this call. You may begin speaking now.
Hey, baby.
Hey, tell the guard that Cannon want to holler at him. You go, huh? The black dude. Hello.
Oh, hey.
Hello. What's up?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. What you was doing?
Okay.
Huh?
I was just making sure. I heard you say something about the guard in Holland, so I had to make sure.
Oh, yeah. No, we good.
Okay. Yeah, just give Callie a bath. So I'm just here getting him ready.
Wait, what?
He talking up a storm.
Yeah. Okay. How everything else going?
Everything, honey. Everything is everything. You know?
Yeah.
Taking care of the businesses and whatnot.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
We online right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Make sure tomorrow is vicious.
Honey.
Vicious.
See, they ain't, bro. Them Deep. Oh, yo, you know what? I'm not about to. That's crazy. Like, you ain't talking about shit, bro. I don't hear that. I mean, he could think that all day long. He don't, cause see what Jim White don't be getting or don't be understanding is this right here, right? It's a certain way you want to run certain content. If you want chaos, there's an app for that. Go to that app and do all that. Everybody just yelling at each other off a mic. But if you want to sit here and actually have, conversations about shit that's popping off in the news, it's a certain way you do it. It don't always have to be everybody's yelling over each other. But see, that's a mentality that app made people come subjective to. So they treat everything the same way. They think basically over talking each other. And if people, I don't mind you speaking. But what I'm saying is you're not saying, hold on.
Let me take my shoes
No,
off.
hold on. What I'm saying is, right, it's not about it being my house. The point I'm trying to get across to you is this. Y'all don't understand, right? Like that mindset coming from over there, y'all don't understand what y'all do. Like y'all have adapted this mindset that over talking each other in the middle of, if we was going to talk about that, right? You make a point, I make a point. Yeah, you can have a back and forth, but it don't supposed to be for 15 minutes and just two people going back and forth yelling at each other. That's not a conversation. There's no news network, right, in the history of CNN, Fox News, ESPN, fucking MSNBC, ABC, NBC, none of this shit to where you got 4 or 5 correspondents on the stage and they all over talking each other. You just don't do it. But that's why the thinker was trying to educate you or showcase to you, even a presidential debate. You got 2 to 3 minutes to speak. Get your shit off. Then the other person got 2 to 3 minutes to speak. But if you always, every 2 to 3 words, you're cutting somebody off, which I get it because don't get me wrong. I understand the mindset, right? You think that shit is normal, but it's not normal. Especially when this shit here about this, I don't know what the fuck this is. I'm taking this shit down. I don't want to hear that shit. The police has 21 Jump Street shit. I thought they was talking about something. I was trying to find the one about I don't even know what the fuck is that, dude. Did they take it down? I don't see it no more. Because I don't even have them in my algo, like, at all. Like, I mean, but I address the police shit. But that shit, they ain't talking about nothing. But you can speak. I'm just trying to find this shit. I don't see it. I don't see this shit.
To that point, I get what she's saying. I'm gonna practice what I told her I'm gonna try to practice. I'm in your house, I'm gonna take my shoes off. You got your own little rules. I speak when spoken to. That's all she asked me. Cool.
It's not rules. It's not rules. That's nothing to do with rules.
It is rules. That's when you lay down boundaries. You got boundaries, and then it's like, fuck it. It's like you ask somebody their opinion, but they can't speak. But fuck it. You're gonna do all the talking, you can do the projecting, and fuck it. Fuck somebody else's opinion. So just be
spinning
quiet
narratives.
And speak when spoken to. Or
would you do that if you was at CNN?
Shut up. No, just give your opinion and shut up and just let it go and make your point. That's it. That's what thinkers saying. Okay, cool. I get it. Ain't no reason doing it because why? That's understanding how you operating.
No, it has nothing to do with
it. Because all you're gonna do is get mad. So it's just best to just be quiet. Speak when you say what you think, Jimmy White, and then I'll respond and then shut the fuck up. Because ain't gonna make it look like we arguing when we're really not arguing. But that shit's stupid because we too old for that. So I'm gonna just stay on mute.
Has nothing to do with staying on mute. It has everything to do with, right? You wouldn't do that if you was at Fox News. You wouldn't do that if you was up at CNN. You wouldn't do that if you was in the middle of a Jimmy Kimmel special. You wouldn't do that. So that's what I'm saying. I'm just pointing out something that I know people are not aware of. Because when you have people just going back and forth, number one, you can't understand what's the point being made. Then number two, it's just chaos. It's chaos. I'm not going for that shit no more. I don't tolerate that. I just don't. I don't operate that way.
Just you don't respect my opinion, my thoughts on subject matter.
You're centering yourself. I never said that. I never said that. What I'm talking about is there is some decorum in how you conduct a conversation if you're speaking on a particular topic. You can speak your motherfucking opinion or your perspective all day long, but I'm just telling you, don't overtalk minds. That's it. That's why I say, boy, like it's crazy because I hate to even say it, but Jim White, that's crazy, bro. I'm the one got to unwash your brain because you don't understand or see yourself. You still acting like them across the street. That's crazy. Like you don't have to act. I can't find this fucking video, bro. What is this shit called? You at your computer? You might gotta find it. I don't see it because it's not in my algo. But the no jumping shit, the 21 Jump Street shit. I don't see it, bro.
Vandalize shit.
Yeah, I don't. Did they take it down? It's not.
It's up there. I got it.
It's up where? I don't see this shit. I thought it was on their page.
Just pull it up. Search. Pull it up. No Jumper vandalized.
I'm
The
not
video.
about to search it. If I went to their
You
fucking
don't have
thing,
it
I'm
on the
trying to
screen.
find it.
Just search it while you on the back end, and then just pull it up.
No, I'm not putting them in my algo. I'm not. No, that's not in my algo. So
Which
I'm not
one you
gonna
want
say
to see?
it.
Because there's many ones. It's
What?
3 different ones. Which one to see? The video with it, actually what they saying,
No,
or
the one you was talking about. That's why I'm like, I'll pull it up.
the one
I
with
never
that spray
clicked on it.
paint? I'll pull it up.
What?
God damn.
Yeah, because I don't, because when you click on that shit becomes a part of
While
your
we
algorithm.
talking, that's what I'm doing. I'm steady looking at other shit. Shit, I mean,
Nigga, I don't care like about that ghetto shit. Like that's crazy. But hey,
okay,
that's
well,
your thing.
okay, well, let's not even
You stay
pull
with
it
the
up.
hood nigga news. I'm okay with that.
But let's not pull it up then.
As a matter of fact, let me remove this because I don't care nothing about that shit. Like that shit is
No,
it's
that's
nigga
important.
dumb.
It's important because it is getting serious though. I can't say it is
Why?
getting serious though. No, they because it's gonna get bad up there. Like Buddy said, I'm gonna show you when I was talking about. Yeah, it's gonna get bad because the now it's like, think about it, right? No, this is a great conversation because for podcasters, it's crazy how they finna be the example to say it's bad when you hook up with certain people and they turn your situation bad because now they got the actual location to No Jumper. You see what I'm saying? I know exactly.
They've been had that
shit. Thing
shit.
is, no people. Majority of people didn't do it. Now people come from all over and just pull up on whoever they want to pull up. Got a problem with, like Benzino did an interview yesterday, and he was like, he was up there for 4 hours and Wack never showed up. But now everybody has that extra location. I'm talking about randoms. So and then that's why they don't know who vandalized it and put all this spray paint on it. Here you go, right here. Yeah, there you go. Hold on. Bam. I went past the. Hold on, I'm trying to get the black dude. I don't want to hear the Migo talking. But I think it's him. Huh? It's the black dude.
Yeah, them white want to sit up and keep like, cause I don't care about the Negro news. I really don't. I'm like, I'm so beyond that. Like it's cool, it was fun, it was whatever it needed to be, but no, I'm good. I'm good on that. The Negro news. I said the Negro news, I'm good on it.
Okay, we'll talk the white news then.
What?
I was trying to find it, you throwing me off, but
yeah, but I'm just saying I wanted to see it. I don't know, like, what is it?
I'm finding if you let me think.
Well, why he fucking mute the fuck up then. So
yeah,
why he
I'm scrolling on the other tab.
what is it? Well, why he do that? Let me okay. I'm going to I don't care for that nigga news. It's Negro news. And definitely shout out to the Velt news. If you guys not following Velt news,
but you black though.
Definitely follow the Velt news at Velt news, Velt_news on X. Definitely enjoying the community as well if you want to join the community. Let me see what the fuck Velt news got going. Jasmine Crockett claims she never saw a drop. Is this ball mute? Why do I hear what mute your you worse than Ladybird? What up, Ape? My boy Ape in the building. Boy, why y'all? I don't see how y'all do that. Jasmine Crockett claims she never saw a drop in Biden mental. What? What is she talking about now? Did she want to be
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this.
Implication being those people think he has made mistakes.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. People tried to talk about the mental acuity of Joe Biden, and as someone who was able to interact with him, I never questioned his mental acuity. But come on now, like you are crashing the economy. We are talking about record.
Implication being those people.
I love her.
What is she talking about?
I love her.
Jimmy White, stop over talking me, bro. Like, goddamn. Hello, can y'all hear me? Like this dude, like, why do you do that? I can't even hear what the fuck is going on. Yeah, what up, Ape in the goddamn building? What is she even talking about, bro? This dude just get the Trump logo raised. Like, she ghetto. Jim White like a ghetto woman. Look, she got that bad weave. Look at this weave on top of her head.
She's not ghetto. She's from Congress. She works.
Man, she's ghetto. I don't care. She's ghetto. She's ghetto. That girl listen to Sissy Red. Nobody want to hit no damn.
Congress though.
Man, nobody. I don't give a fuck.
But they go to video. It's whenever you ready to play it. But no, she's not ghetto.
Well, okay. Well, I'm going through the Velt news. Hold on. Liberal. We'll get to that. Liberal woman. If I ever see MAGA in person in a Mexican restaurant, what?
Who, whether they are citizens or not, if I ever see a MAGA person in a Mexican restaurant, I will literally start a revolution right there. Because you cannot tell me that you voted for people who, whether they are citizens or not, to get deported out of this country to Mexico. and also voted for tariffs against Mexico, where we get a large majority of our produce, especially avocados, to just
Avocado.
You can't enjoy Mexican restaurants if you voted that way. You cannot go with your little girly pops and get chips and queso and margaritas and be like, this and girl time. Like, no.
Shit. Shout out to my girl Mara for the gifted sub. Appreciate that, Mara. Shout out to Mara for the gifted sub.
You don't get to do that. You lost that right to do that. You do not get to enjoy Mexican food, Mexican culture, anything related to Mexico if you voted for Donald Trump. If you voted for Donald Trump, you do not get to enjoy an all-inclusive resort in Tulum or, I don't know, fucking Cancun or anywhere else in Mexico. You do not get to do that. You should not be allowed to do that. I think Mexico should be able to pull and see, how did you vote? And if you voted for Donald Trump, you are not allowed in.
Wait, yo, Krista, how the fuck she make this about avocados? So avocados come from Mexico. This motherfucker is crazy. These people is crazy. They're going fucking crazy about this MAGA shit. Man, I'm gonna walk around with my red MAGA hat and don't give a fuck about what none of them say. I damn they say something to me. The fuck? Make a motherfucking America great again. And I dare one of you motherfuckers to say something to me. That's a fact. Hold on, what is this? What a sad story. This little girl was abused by her father. Bird. What? There was many, but no one took it serious. That's proved. What? I know you lying. Wait, what? Oh. Wait, what?
Now the last baby that she had, the one that he put in there, said,
Wait,
y'all,
what?
This
This real?
ass Facebook news. This some nasty ass Facebook news. This little white girl right here, her daddy posted this picture, right? Now when he posted this picture, didn't nobody know at the time that baby was his grandbaby / his baby. According to the records and whatnot, they said that he was having an incestuous relationship with his daughter since 2019. She gave birth to a 1-year-old, she got a 3-year-old, and she got a 5-year-old, all by her daddy. Now, right now, she's 21 years old. But according to documents, she was 16-year-old when this shit started, and her daddy was 38. Now, this is how they got found out. Now, the last baby that she had, the one that he put in there, said this grandbaby, daddy baby, or whatever the hell he said, that baby right there, when the baby was 1 year old, the baby weighed 6 pounds. So CPS and all them was trying to figure out what's going on with the baby. The baby was in the hospital because it was not being fed. It wasn't being taken care of. Now, even though they said the baby was malnourished, very malnourished, was not.
What?
I mean, they weren't feeding that baby. They was trying to let that baby go. And then they said that the doctor said that he noticed when looking at the baby suffered from symptoms that he would see in babies that had incestuous relationship babies, like babies that was born in an incestuous relationship. You know, them little nasty folks that be hunching on each other and daddy mamas, daddy
What
brothers.
in the
That nasty shit. That's what they did. That's what they did.
West
The doctor
Virginia
said
shit going
that
on?
It showed that the baby
T-Banks.
had first generation.
What the fuck is T-Banks at? T-Banks, what in the West Virginia shit y'all got going on out there? What the fuck is this? So the daddy, hold on. So the granddad, oh, wait a minute. I'm so fucking confused. Wait a minute. Let me get this right. So the pawpaw is the daddy. Hold on. Pawpaw is my daddy and my mama daddy. What? Wait, what the? You know what? This is fucking crazy. This is fucking crazy.
Something about the parent. I don't fucking know how to read that shit, y'all. That shit's
So her daddy then had a baby with her.
Basically, they said that the mama of the baby and the daddy of the baby.
Hold on. So if the daddy have a baby with the daughter, the baby would be, yes, that would be the grandbaby of the daddy. Oh my Lord. What in the T-Banks, Virginia shit? What in the T-Banks, Virginia going on? This is fucking crazy. 3 babies. Oh Lord. Oh my Lord. That is some crazy shit right there. That's some wild shit. That's some wild shit. That's some wild shit right there. Let's finish listening to this wild, crazy ass shit.
Related. And that's what they knew. Maybe the baby looked a little off or something, but they was able to tie that shit together. They went and did a paternity test on the other 2 kids and seen that the daddy had been hunching the daughter all that time, and that's all his kids. She posted and said on Facebook, the grandmother knew what was happening this whole time. She dead now. The granddaddy knew what happening. The family members knew what was happening. She reported this shit to CPS a whole bunch of times, but they made it seem like she was lying. Nobody investigated. Nobody went and checked until they went to the hospital because the little baby was malnourished, and now CPS.
Hold on, and this shit so small. My little bubbles, I love you so much. Love this, Kenny, and I love you too, 99. Well, he is just accused him. Donna, he went to the doctor and had shots. He was, what the fuck is? So the grandma, everybody knew. The CPS ignored it.
Is really involved, and they go do a paternity test, and then they see that all the reports that she actually made all those times back in the day is basically what she was saying in her long paragraph. Is she was explaining that CPS failed her grandmother failed her granddaddy failed her daddy failed her. She was just as abused since she was like 9 years old by her own.
That's crazy. And let my bad eye reading ass try to hold on. This shit's so small. Since court has now ended, I'm gonna speak on my part on the monster most of y'all keep messaging me about. I'm only doing this because I'm tired of the message. I have reported him multiple times since I was 9 years old. But since my grandmother worked hand in hand with CPS, nobody believed me. She made them all think I was lying about it. Whoa, damn. Grandma was involved with it. Oh, shit. What in the face T-Bank shit going on in Virginia over there? We got to summon T-Banks and figure out what the fuck going on over there. That is some wild shit. They doing that kind of shit in West Virginia? Fucking crazy. That is fucking insane. What the fuck is going on over there? That's fucking insane. Holy shit. Shout out to the motherfucking Velt News. That was, oh shit. What is this? The Turkey Leg Hut, a popular Houston restaurant, is under FBI investigation for allegedly selling marijuana using branded bags from their own restaurant. Authorities claim. What's wrong with selling weed? Wait, you can't sell weed? I'm confused. Jim White. Is that Mac still here? Jim White. Wait, you can't sell weed? What's wrong with selling weed? According to the FBI, the operation involved distributing marijuana alongside restaurant business. Raising questions, the investigation suggests that the restaurant brand was not only used to market the drugs and move that could bring federal charges. I thought selling weed was legal. Somebody let me know. So selling weed in Houston ain't legal? Like, what is going on? What is happening? I don't understand that one. Somebody help me out. Oh yeah, and I definitely shout out to my boy Shiloh. Definitely the Velt News is godly proud of Shiloh Sanders stepping into the NFL. He went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He was signed by the Buccaneers. His brother Shador Sanders was signed drafted in the 5th round by Cleveland Cavaliers. So shout out to him for definitely giving me that follow on Twitch. So matter of fact, Krista, you might want to get that clip for me. But definitely, because I'm going to shout him out. So definitely shout out to him for Shiloh for following me here on Twitch. Definitely, if you're not following me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Frederick Roosevelt. So shout out to him. He said he played Call of Duty. We'll see. Everybody said they could play Call of Duty. But appreciate that, Shiloh, for the follow on Twitch. We'll play the video, though. But shout out to him, though.
Anonymous tip one. He does game. Congrats, Shiloh. Will you follow my brother, Freddie Roosevelt, on Twitch? He just started.
Does he play Call of Duty?
Anonymous tip one. He does games and wholesome talk shows.
Yeah, for sure. Most definitely.
Yeah, so shout out to him, and he a real one for that. Because I woke up to it. Shout out to the Velt News, like I said, for being on Twitch and getting him or asking him to give me that follow on Twitch. So I definitely can't wait for me and him to get on that Call of Duty Warzone. Hopefully, he play Warzone. We might need to team up. But shout out to Shiloh on Twitch. Y'all make sure y'all following Shiloh too on Twitch. It's I think his ad ain't his Krista, and his ad is Shiloh Sanders, right? Twitch.tv/Shiloh Sanders. I think that's his name. But he has like 63,000 followers, so you'll know that's his real account. So make sure you guys follow Shiloh over there. What else is popping? Lefty Looney Tunes. What? New series, Lefty Looney Tunes. Today's features a woman straight crashing out, screaming wild out, calling the right crazy. Wait, what? Lefty Looney Tunes. What the fuck? Okay. So yeah, it's shallow. What is this? She look like Tiff. Now we got Tiff
With
crashing
half
out.
a fucking brain, you put a fucking. I'm
Wait,
going
what?
to try to say this. My God, I'm going to try to say this shit without going the fuck off. Let me get this motherfucking shit straight. The United States of America wants to give our motherfucking FAA and communications over to a goddamn drug addict. It is not enough that y'all gave our health over to a man with half a fucking brain. You put a fucking felon into office. We got a woman that don't even know what idea is at the Department of Education. Y'all got these motherfucking crazy ass people over our country, and y'all want to give our telecommunications and FAA over to a motherfucking drug addict where at any moment he can spaz the fuck out because he done lost the pill. He can't find.
Wait, who is she talking about? Yo, who is the drug addict? This girl's crazy. What is wrong with this girl, man? That's welcome to Looney Tune news. Matter of fact, hey, Thinker, if you there, hey, Crystal, write that down. Remind me about that. Put that in the motherfucking the backstage. I gotta remember that. In Looney Tune news, right? That's what I'm gonna call it too. In Looney Tune news. Wait, what? Call that motherfucking Crystal. That's how we got a motherfucker set that up, Thinker. In Looney Tune news, what the fuck is she talking about? Who is she talking about? Who is? Hold on, show more. The crash out of getting loud and yo, I don't even know who the hell she's talking about. Oh yeah, T Banks. Boy, you from Virginia, boy. What in the Virginia shit y'all got going on over there, T Banks? T Banks. Boy, we just went over a goddamn story. Some girl. Boy, how far are you from West Virginia? You had Papa sleeping with his daughter and then had 3 children with her. Said, what in the motherfucking West Virginia bank shit y'all got going on in Virginia? Yeah, not this crazy black girl. I'm talking about this girl. Hold on, let me show T Banks real quick. T Banks, this crazy girl, man, this girl right here. Look, this shit right here. Some goddamn girl. Put it on the big screen.
Right here, her daddy posted this picture, right? Now when he posted
this girl right there, some goddamn little bit ass girl. The pawpaw, this motherfucker. Hold on, let me get a better picture of it. You can't even see it. But this little bit of girl, this motherfucking West Virginia, that's the pappy. And he had a baby with his daughter. They from goddamn West Virginia. What in the motherfucking T-Bank shit y'all got going on out there, T-Bank? T-Bank, you need to go grab your people out there in Virginia, man. Because, boy, that's crazy as hell. He the motherfucking pawpaw, the daddy, and the grandpappy. He 3 things in one. That's some crazy shit. And he go Looney Tune news right there. We got to start that series in Looney Tune news. Stephen A. finally waking up. What is that? Jim White. Is Jim White still here?
Yeah, right here. I just was on mute.
All right, hold on. Did you pull it up, Goof Troop?
Didn't sit there for the long. Boy,
you claim Virginia, boy. You claim Virginia, T Banks. I want to hear that shit. Come on, that's not Virginia. That is Virginia. West Virginia, Virginia is all Virginia. Virginia is Virginia. Here you talking about? Virginia is goddamn Virginia, T Banks. Your goddamn 3rd cousins over there. Hell is wrong with you, T Banks? Go get some of your folks from over there, T Banks. You know you a half white man anyway. Didn't you tell me you got 10% European in you? Get your goddamn folks over there. Motherfuckers over there talking about they keep in the bloodline strong. Somebody go ahead and play your bullshit. Oh, that's a whole nother move or shit. Well, I don't know, nigga. It say Virginia in it. Got West Virginia. Virginia is all Virginia to me, nigga. Now what the fuck is this? Give me White. Now we got Negro news, Hood news with Jimmy White.
They got no vandalized. No jumper got vandalized.
Welcome to Hood news with Jimmy. On this good clean Friday.
Well,
is it a video or they talk on?
It has begun.
Every hour on hour, we got Hood news with Jimmy White.
It has begun. Like they said on on Mortal Kombat, bro. Niggas that vandalize no jumper, bro. This is the result of the location. Even though most, if you live in LA, if you from LA, of you, you know what I mean, know LA, you've always known pretty much where the No Jumper studios was. Everybody for sure, well, I didn't say everybody, but a lot of people already knew it was in Burbank. If y'all don't know, Burbank is right next to North Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood's next to, Hollywood, North Hollywood, Burbank. There's a lot, that's where they shoot a lot of studio shows. And I think the Jay Leno show used to be shot in Burbank too. But this is the result of the location being leaked to people who didn't know from the situation with Lush and Travis Ford and all the Crips that came up there and was denied entry. Yeah, the shit wasn't already safe. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of surprised that a lot of people say they didn't know where it was at. I'm like, how did y'all not, like, the No Jumper office location is literally on the internet. If you look it up, you will find it. It's not that hard. But I'm just saying, though a lot of us already knew, you know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people that watch No Jumper not from LA or don't live in LA or never been in LA and they're not super familiar with, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, shit looked like some gang graffiti. I seen somebody say earlier, the only thing left to do for No Jumper is for a motherfucker to get shot on live. You know what I'm saying? And as crazy as that could sound, it's really not that crazy, bro. You got to think. They done pissed off a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Just, it's a lot of beefs that go on. This was bound to happen, bro. And I think this is just a warning to let you know. I think this is just the beginning. I'm not like, I'm not wishing for nobody to get hurt. I'm not I'm not casting no I'm not trying to
Different way. Who is this and what is he talking about, bro?
One of these days a motherfucker might.
He be up at No Jumper sometimes too, though, and he just saying that, like most of everybody up there flock on them. Ain't none of them from.
We got brains around here. We don't understand what the fuck is going on right now. But go ahead. This is your segment. Every hour on hour, we got Jimmy Negro news.
What he's saying is No Jumper actually in problems, and they created some shit.
See, thinker, pay attention, I thinker. I gave him his own segment. I told him every hour on hour he can do Negro news with Jimmy.
But no Jumper got vandalized.
All right, well, I'm walking away. It's your segment. You got the next 15 minutes.
Okay, the next what?
You got the next 10, 15 minutes. Go ahead with Jimmy news.
No, I'm saying what they saying is No Jumper got vandalized. They spray painted the place. They got banned from LA. Adam 22 and the rest of them fools is up out of here, basically. So if that be the case, right? If you only gonna give
what
me
up, all world,
then I'm saying that's basically what's going on. But you want to see something crazy, right? Because y'all like to do mix it up and do what's name? Nah, here goes something else right here, right? All I'm gonna do is short.
Do you want to see how much money you're eligible for?
That's basically No Jumper
car
got
crash.
Go ahead, worse than Lady Bird.
About me, I'm asking your opinion. Is that snitching when he get a report?
Who is this? That's Benzino.
Why did he say? Benzino out of mind.
But Benzino like them toys though. He ain't never getting. Hold on, pause it right quick. You're right. Benzino can't never get away from them allegations though, playing with them toys and letting that girl play with them toys with him.
That's what he about to ask him, fool.
Oh,
if you gotta listen first, then respond.
I'm on mute. Go ahead.
No, respond. I'm on mute. They don't even know what's going on.
So when Guy did that, right? Was that snitching? What was that? When Guy did that? What was that?
I don't think Guy should have did that, but you know.
No. Was that snitching? Is what I'm asking you. Is that corroborating and snitching on with the police? Is it?
Yeah, Guy might have did some telling, but Guy.
Okay, hold on. Just hold up, but just like I answer your question. Is it snitching? If Guy
you said Guy's not on trial, man. I'm
not on trial either. This shit's over with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
you act like you on trial. You're not on trial.
Opinions about me. I'm asking your opinion. Is that snitching when he said that I had a gun? And then he shot me because I pointed a gun at him. Is that snitching? The first. Remember, I ain't said nothing at this point, but the first one who called the police and said, look, I shot a man.
You ever hear the saying, 2 wrongs don't make a right?
I'm asking you if that's snitching. Just yes or no.
It might be. It might be, but what I'm saying is.
No, but based on what I did, then I guess it is then, huh? Right?
Yeah.
So, okay, so if guys snitched on me, right? If guys, this is my nephew. Again, this is my family. This ain't like a nigga. This ain't like my op. Like I'm beefing with.
So you're going.
Like,
listen.
You know,
I asked you a question about squashing beef with God.
About
would you?
Situation,
All right.
my nigga.
So you don't want to.
It ain't. It's not about I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't like the future. Like again.
Because I heard you say
no. I would love for one day, for a lot of things to happen.
All right.
But hold on. But because I'm gonna answer because that's a good question. That's a fair question. But whether I'm gonna be in the mode or whether he's gonna be, I don't know. But at this point, me and God don't have to squash anything to move on in life. It's not important to nobody, but really me and God. You know
okay.
It ain't.
All right.
Don't even know God. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe,
it's not, but I'm just saying it ain't like niggas grew up with God and know God. They did it was through me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Appreciate that,
what I'm saying,
Crystal, for the
it don't matter
bits.
if I know him or not. I'm just saying
I didn't
from my
say you.
perspective.
I'm saying
okay.
anybody.
Okay. Right. But a lot of people might not know you either, but they might have opinions on the situation.
Don't know
right.
Me. People know me.
They might.
People know
they
me.
might know you but they don't know you.
Nah. People, what
I'm saying,
but people know me. People know who I am.
Well, I missed
they don't know who he is.
So that makes it.
Yeah, well, I'm like, what is you playing, bro? As a matter of fact, definitely, if you guys, I meant to say this, definitely, Krista put it in the exclamation point, the donate, I think is in there, but definitely, if you guys want to donate me some goddamn Starbucks, you can donate me $5. Let me go get me some Starbucks real quick, or Jimmy White get his shit together, but definitely hit that link that's in the chat, that's pinned, or Krista, I think she's about to put it in the chat right now. Definitely, you can donate $5 for some Starbucks or something. Because I know everybody ain't got Cash App. Jimmy White, what is you looking for, bro?
Hold on, wait a minute, because I pulled up the wrong one. It was supposed to be.
Oh my God, you don't even know how to run your own segment, bro.
No, I pulled up the wrong one. It's supposed to be the short version. I don't like when they play that whole interview. I just get to the good part.
Yeah, I'm like, get straight to it.
Right here. Yeah, he went to that. I forgot.
Why did prosecutor Amanda Fowl say you were willing? The prosecutor Amanda.
Bro. I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not doing it. What else we doing? What else we doing?
You want to move on?
We done?
No, come on. What you about to
No. Are we done? If not, I'm out. It ain't nothing.
No, we're not done.
Okay, so
the interview.
I'm not doing that, though.
You're not doing what?
I'm not
all world, he was.
I'm not
Hold on, Jim White, pause it right quick.
Hell no about what
you saying? Jim White, pause it, bro. Hold on. So you said all world. You saying Diddy was offered 5-year plea deal again today? Because I know yesterday he it was either yesterday or the day before yesterday. All world he declined any plea deal.
He got to do 5 years.
No, that's what I'm trying to. All world just put in the chat. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Well, just put it in the chat. All world. What you mean offered 5-year plea deal? Was that from today, or are you talking about the one he just declined? Because we spoke about that earlier. Because he did turn it down because he said crank that jury up. Because the trial starts, I think the jury is May 5th, and then the trial starts supposedly by the 12th or something like that. So all world, I do know that. But go ahead, Jimmy White.
So if they offer him 5, we end up doing 15.
If they offer him 5.
Yeah, because 5 is when they saying they got at least 15 to 20 years on you. Max.
What you mean?
But they give you a plea deal to say take the 5. We
what
do
you mean?
5.
So they tell him to do 5 years, but they'll probably suspend the 5.
Plea deal, no, they're not going to suspend. That means you have to do 5 because you got to plead guilty to certain things. It's just like Thug had to plead.
Oh, he's doing right then. Don't plead the shit.
Okay, cool. So
crank that jury up. Because he's going to beat that. The puff's going to beat that shit, bro.
Yeah, he trying
you can't go to prison, federal prison, for being bisexual and doing freak offs.
And that's okay. Yeah, that's what the people saying, but the court's got other things on them and witnesses.
And that's what that 12 gonna say. You got to get in front of the jury. It's what you can prove.
Moving forward, I'm not talking about no detail.
Yeah, let's go.
Let me get this.
I don't know what Benzino talking about.
If not, I'm out. It ain't nothing.
No, we're not done.
Okay, so
the interview.
I'm not doing that though.
You're not doing what?
I'm not doing what I just said. I'm not doing. I'm not answering none of that.
You're not answering no questions.
I don't know about what prosecutor. So Amanda Seals, the prosecutor.
What she said about you.
I don't give a fuck what the prosecutor says about me.
So she's
lying.
lying.
What does that got to do with anything?
But you cared about what the police said about Guy though.
What? But I don't listen, bro.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on because I'm gonna continue this interview and we're gonna address certain things here since you here.
Yeah, but
right?
if I'm saying, bro, listen. What I'm telling you is, if it keeps going, I'm out.
If
That's
what
I'm
keeps
telling
going,
you. I said if I'm not gonna keep. Let's go.
Okay, so Whack 100 had a lot to say about you.
Right.
Ready for the doctor.
Any the things he said?
Fuck no. Nah, I'm not even. Again, none of that dumb shit either. Look, let me tell you. I went out to Adam 22 4.5 hours at that motherfucking shit. Whack 100 never showed up.
Was he supposed to?
Why? And why wouldn't he? We got beef, right? In real life, right? I don't know the.
I don't know if y'all got beef.
I was at. then why are you talking about?
I'm going by what was being said. All this internet shit, I don't
Okay,
know
well,
what's
forget
real.
that.
I don't know what's
let's
real.
Move on. I was gonna, hey, listen.
No.
Listen, no. We don't want to talk about it. I was gonna tell you what. Okay,
no. What I'm saying to you, from my perspective,
let's move on.
I don't know what's real and not on the internet. That's why I'm asking you. If you got beef with them, that's cool.
But I want to address it.
So address it.
I'm saying
I want you to address it.
I was up at Adam 22 for 4.5 hours. Right? This is where he's at every day. Brick Baby, Sharp, everybody up there. That nigga never showed. 4.5 hours up there.
He knew you was there.
Why wouldn't he? Everybody else did.
Okay.
You hold up. You don't think he did 4.5 hours? You don't think me going away? You don't think that they didn't tell Wack 100?
It ain't about what I think, because I think he would have known.
Bro,
I'm
you
just
smart as hell.
asking
You
you.
don't
I'm
think
asking you.
that I'm going up there. This is his partner.
It's
that he does
rhetorical.
shit.
It's rhetorical.
It's rhetorical.
It's rhetorical.
Most
question.
of the shit you say is rhetorical.
It's a rhetorical question. Hey, well, I'm gonna keep asking these rhetorical questions, then, man. Okay, all the information you said you don't believe none of. Well, you said the stuff that Wack was saying.
Nah. I'm not doing the Wack. Next, I already answered that. You don't want to do that. I'm not doing the Wack either. What's next? I've already said.
What you mean?
That.
I don't want to do.
No. I'm saying if I see Wack, me and Wack gonna handle our business.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So I'm just saying, where do you think he got his?
I don't know where the fuck he got it. I don't know him. I don't know that man. I see the man on the internet. I ain't seen the man in real life. I know he woof on the internet. I was up there in real life for 4.5 hours in LA, there at the spot, just like this, bigger one. In there, 4.5 hours, sitting there. He never showed up.
He never showed up.
No, he never showed up.
Let me ask you this. Do you know this phone number?
Yo, see, now what he was asking was, he was like, yo, hold on, wait a minute, man. He went to no jumping. Him and Wack supposed to have beef in real life. So when they supposed to have beef, he like, man, I pulled up on him. So, but I was there for 4 hours. Everybody else, Adam, everybody was saying that he there, but Wack didn't want no real problems in real life. So Loose Cannon is right. Wack can't come outside because Loose Cannon locked up. You know what I'm saying? He a carrot. He really a sugar plum. But I want to get into this right here, and it'll be the last thing I play because I'm gonna be quick, swift, and not long-winded with the content. But there's a new drug out here. Y'all think fentanyl or something? They got something called tranquilizer, right? And it's so crazy, y'all. So y'all worrying about your kids being dealing with predators, but there's a drug out here too, because they hitting these people. They out here on these pills, these young folks, young niggas, young bitches, YNs, YBs. So I'm only saying that one time. So when I say YN, YB, that means young niggas, young bitches, young men, young women, the young folks, the teenagers. You know what I'm saying? So they got something called crank. Yeah, it's tranquilizer. Yeah, it's crank. Well, trank. Yeah, trank, Crystal. It's called trank. And look what it's doing. Have y'all ever seen the movie? Y'all have to see it, right? And I'm gonna be honest, my little partner, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My little stepson. He turned me on to the movie or the TV series. Y'all got to watch this show. It's called The Last of Us. It's on Prime Video. It's good. He turned me on to it. So I was like, man, he's like, hey, man, pay attention, Jimmy White. I'm going to make you do your homework. But tell me, why is they predicting this to happen to us in 2025? I was like, I watched it all. It's like zombies, right? So when you watch this, if you see now this real life, this reality, then the metaverse of movies is something else. It's called y'all have to watch it. It's on Prime. It's called The Last of Us. You know, if you got your internet, watch this shit called The Last of Us. And they got zombies walking around, people getting turned to zombies. But in real life, it's really called this right here. You got people out here, you know, people used to smoke weed.
What in the fed shit is you got going on, bro? I can't even walk away.
Okay, listen, don't walk away, but listen, pay attention. Watch this, Freddie B. Now, you got to watch your kids from the predators on roadblocks. But there's something else out here. Be careful that your kids don't take these pills or take certain drugs. It's called trank. They put it in pills and needles and weed.
We don't do drugs over here, bro. So I can't relate.
Listen, no, that this is a warning. I'm just saying. But I learned about this last night.
Don't do drugs, kids.
No, don't do drugs. But you got to watch who your kids is around.
Okay, can you play it? I don't need to hear all that long-winded shit. Goddamn.
I'm just giving you context, so when you see it,
I don't. Okay, play it.
It's called the virus, right? It's called the virus. But they got it. It's new and it's everywhere. So it make me not ever want to smoke weed.
Oh my Lord! You need to go to the school of Thinker.
No, bro.
Thinker, pray for him.
Thinker, no. You said Thinker said I got the mic.
But Jimmy White, what did you talking about, bro?
Watch it.
Play it.
But I got to give you context of what you're watching and the movie that
I lose brain cells listening to you talk.
No, because you don't want to hear what I'm saying, but what I'm saying
But you're
is
talking about
substance.
drug activity. I don't
This
give a
is
fuck about none
substance.
of that shit.
This is what's going on in Philadelphia, in LA, and certain areas. This is something bigger than
But I
fentanyl
can't
out
relate
here.
to dope addicts.
Listen,
I
there's
don't do
something else
drugs.
out here bigger than fentanyl. It's called trank. It's
I don't
called
do
tranquilizer.
fentanyl. I don't do the
It's
fetty
hard.
wap.
Okay, cool. But you don't know it. But
Welcome to
I
Negro
don't know about
News with
being a baby daddy
Jimmy.
or a parenting. So, but I'm learning from you. So just learn something that I know. That 'cause when
Okay,
kids out
get
here-
to the Negro News.
Okay, look, watch this. Just watch it. Just watch it. This is not
One
Negro.
drug addict on you.
No, this ain't no drug addict, but drugs is out there. They taking drugs.
I'm going to show it when he
Look at the
wants
drug
me to
addict.
show this one.
He was young.
Hey,
He
how
somebody
you
family,
doing, bro?
family don't love him.
Can I see your face?
They turned their back on him.
What's your name, man?
He got on
Matt.
drugs. Look at him.
Matt, nice to meet you, Matt.
You gotta watch
That boy looked like a goddamn zombie. The apocalypse is
He
here.
wasn't a zombie. His family
from
turned his
here?
back on him and left him
Yeah.
outside.
How old
Then
are
he
you?
turned it and did other things he wasn't supposed to do.
Okay.
And he fucked his life up.
Khadijah, you gonna make that man, make the homeless man some lamb chops.
Living out here. You
Ain't no coming back for him.
Yeah, I've
Watch
been
these
in this
arms.
since
Look
I
at
was
Jimmy White and
about
T-Bank's friend.
Since I was 29.
Jimmy White, what can we start a GoFundMe for you and T-Bank's friend?
Out here,
Look.
it was nothing like that.
Look, what I'm showing you is now you trolling for be. This is real, bro. This is not a game, bro.
I wouldn't give a fuck. I can't relate to none of this shit.
Real, bro. Exactly, because I can't relate to parenting, but you can. So what's wrong with that? Just balance this thing
Well,
out.
one drug addict
But
on you and
listen,
T-Banks.
No, man, y'all better be careful, man. Don't let your kids run outside because they might get tranquilized. It's bigger than fentanyl. It's crazy. Watch what it do to people though.
The kids get tranquilized.
But watch this. They be having worms.
What in the needle? You and T-Banks.
Listen.
Man. Oh Lord, let me
trolling, bro.
Let me send T-Banks the link. T-Banks,
No,
T-Banks, I'm about to send you the link.
Fun, bro.
Man, I can't relate to this shit. You need to talk to T-Banks.
No, man. See, Freddie B, you
Man,
trolling me
what
right
up,
now.
boy?
See, when I'm being serious, bro.
Willie.
Now, when I get the plan, then you want to say I'm tripping. Don't stop internalizing. This is
Man,
serious.
Samusa said we can't understand this, man. We want to see some motherfucking tripping around here, nigga. You showing us drug activity.
What's going on though? What's going on outside?
Man, Samusa, Jimmy White up here want me to watch a zombie.
Had a falling out.
I'm sorry to hear about your losses, man. I know it's been rough for you.
Yeah.
His family don't care nothing
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
been rough, but I haven't talked to my sister in a couple years, and it tells me
He didn't talk to his sister in years. Mama don't
that's
care
my
nothing
fault.
about
I stopped falling.
Okay.
She said,
What's your
"Leave
drug
her
of choice, sir?
heroin, fentanyl."
Heroin and fentanyl.
See, like heroin and
I'm sorry,
fentanyl.
I forgot your name. Can I have your name one
Matt.
more time?
Matt.
Matt, right?
He liked
man.
that
What
milk
you wanna be
and
called?
fentanyl, but then they gave him something else called tranquilizer.
No, I was real into sports, hockey. Mainly, probably a hockey player. from what
Yeah,
I
that's the
remember.
Walking Dead, man.
Hockey? You was a hockey player?
Really?
How many years of hockey you had in?
No, I just wanted to be one. I didn't really play, but really, I wanted to be like my dad.
Okay, that's cool, man. But what's the status with your family right now?
There is none.
He ain't got no family.
I'm talking about your other family members. I'm sorry to hear about the death.
Nobody talks to me. My sister won't talk to me.
Look at that.
I'm just, no matter what, I'm out
Do
here.
they know what
Family don't
type
wanna
of
talk
position
to
you're in right now?
Yeah, my sister's got, knows she got friends that come through here, and she's only a year and
When your
8 months
family give
younger,
up on
so
you,
we're in
you
the
turn out
same
like
age
this.
group for friends and all.
He was just trying to survive.
Because she just turned 34 July 6th. So she knows, but she shows tough love. But I know I hit this in some way, but
His
I
family
think
showing him
she's
tough
being
love.
honest.
He ended up like this because his family showing him
When's the
tough
last
love.
time you seen a doctor?
I was in the hospital about a month ago. For 3 weeks.
No, his family turned on him,
And before
Khadijah.
that, I was in the hospital.
His family
about
turned
a
on
month
him.
before that, for like
So
3
he
weeks.
went to the streets.
What did they tell you, Matt?
They don't really tell you anything.
No, it's not by choice.
Honestly,
His family gave up on him.
They just, when
That's
you
what he's
leave,
saying.
try to tell you to keep up on the
Can
rules.
you show me the wounds, man?
Look at his wounds. Look at his wounds. Look at that
Oh,
shit.
my. Oh my.
That man is a zombie,
That's
man.
what the trank's doing to your skin. Are you still shooting in that
Damn.
area?
No, I don't.
Nah.
Watch his other arm.
Yeah, that's good, I guess.
He fucked around and took the wrong drug. They gave him the fake drugs.
No, but yeah, shit's getting harder out here.
How many bags do you use a day?
It's always different. It's anywhere from 4 to
See?
First thing, the fear of Walking Dead is going on with this. Different out here now.
His family turned their back on him. Look at his other arm.
This is the one I had the long.
Look, he a zombie, man. A real zombie.
God, man.
He turning. A
The hospital,
vampire.
they
In
couldn't
real
do
life.
anything for you.
That's
wasn't
sad,
it?
All they
Crystal.
do is put cream on it.
I said he
but
went to the
that's
hospital. All they
Got
did was put
discharged.
cream
Why
on
they
it. Couldn't do nothing
discharge you
for
like
it.
that? They should have kept you.
His
Hold
dad
on,
and mom
what
only
is it?
going for
What's
the
the name
wound.
of the drug you say he took?
It's called Trank. It's called.
Because
Hey girl, what was that drug called? Epizine. Epizine, but it's called tranquilizer. It's horse tranquilizer. You see his arm? The man is a walking fucking zombie now, right? And I'm gonna be swift with this because I ain't gonna go. I'm gonna go fast, like right. That's the dude, right? But look at this. It's called tranquilizer, but it's a horse thing, right? But look, I'm gonna show you what it did to him. Then look at this. It's called Trank. But he was saying basically, right? And then guess what? They gave it to a black person because you know black people don't do this. But then the black person watch him. But then right, it's called tranquilizer, Trank. But it's something they give the horses, the needles they give horses. But
it's a horse tranquilizer.
Horse tranquilizer. But the thing is, right? That's why they call it Trank. But it's Epizine in the medical field. Trank is called Epizine. EXPHINZINE. But what happened was, right? He liked the MILF, right? I'm just giving the story of drug addicts. You know, they like the MILF and the cocaine. You know, they beyond.
You sure know a lot about these dope heads.
Because a lot of these rappers, but the rappers, Kodak Black on MILF and crack and fentanyl. He say he
Let's
like.
be very clear. The Roosevelt do not condone drug addicts.
No, we're not.
We don't know nothing about none of
We're
this.
just talking about
This is the Jimmy section
right here. He just fucking
Negro
goddamn,
knows.
bro. I'm
with
highlighting
Jimmy
a real
and
subject
T-Banks.
to protect your family from when parents kick their kids out and turn their back on their family members, and then they turn to the streets, and then people in the streets, because this chick finna give the information out. She finna tell you her family turned on her too. It was a white boy. I showed him first. He go a white girl. Her family turned on her, and then the black dude. So what happened was the dude, right, and the female turned, but they liked it weed and coke. Then they end up getting them fentanyl on accident. Then they got addicted to fentanyl, and after the fentanyl, somebody on the streets.
You sure know a lot, Jimmy.
No, I'm telling you the video. I'm watching it. What happens? Because they might like this drug, but somebody gave them bad dope. They gave them tranquilizer for needle users. Some people like needles. They shoot needles. They shoot pills in their arm, shoot this, shoot that. But somebody end up putting tranquilizer.
DJ say play the video. We tired of hearing you talk.
I'm just giving the context of the video so when you watch it.
Well, goddamn, you got to be long-winded to fund long-winded people.
They gave them horse tranquilizer, and the horse tranquilizer.
Jimmy, goddamn, boy, you long-winded.
Drug that they gave them was horse.
He just like to talk.
And it messed them up. No, I'm giving the context for
Jimmy White. It don't take you 15 minutes to explain something.
Love to cut me off. It's supposed to be my secret. Watch her hand. T-Banks. Look at this lady's hand, man. It's going to mess you up, bro. I'm never smoking weed again.
Adding xylazine, more expensive opioid products to cut costs and increase highs, but with terrible side effects.
Watch the black dude in the background, though. It's crazy.
We can't hear because you over talking it.
Salicine
Look at her hand.
more.
Look at her hand, Freddie.
The fuck?
The
It's like sounds like poison.
fuck them up.
I'm 30 years old. I got 2 kids.
We get to light every day, doing.
He did that. The tranquilizer did that to her hand and did the other shit to the other boy hand.
Got a doctor, Dr. Miller.
Look at brother. Look at the black
Way
dude.
too many meds.
He bent over. Look at him in the background.
He got indicted.
He can't even stand up straight.
Welcome to Baltimore life, the drug life,
This is Baltimore.
the monkey dust and all
Oh
of that
shit!
stuff.
Hell yeah!
I'm smarter than
The
what
nigga
people
used
think,
that.
baby.
See, I didn't know where it was. You saying it's Baltimore? Hell
That's
yeah!
Baltimore right there. The other one was in Philadelphia. This Baltimore. It's everywhere.
It's like sounds like poison.
This is the part they don't talk about.
Right now, it's not.
Look at her hand, man. It's crazy.
Over
man.
talking the content is wild work.
The salicine, it is more fucked up than I've just come home actually from nursing home and all that stuff, and got off injury and all that stuff. It's crazy.
Y'all ready to get y'all something together?
Yeah, it's just that time, man. It's that time, yo.
I'm 30 years old. I got 2 kids.
I'm 32 years old.
Start raising.
Got kids? Yeah, it's time to be a man.
Them motherfuckers say they 30 and 32, and them motherfuckers look 80.
I've been going for this for 3 years with my arm. I get
Don't do drugs, kids.
They want them in the nursing.
Look at his hand.
3 years.
Family don't care nothing about him.
Whatever you do, don't turn your back on your motherfucking family.
That part.
That's the message.
They family turn their back on him. Yeah, that part too, Bank. They family turned on him.
Man, bro, that's a mother. Pause that shit, bro.
But look what happened. Okay, but pause. Look at the black dude. So the black dude was out there with the white people. The white people got turned out. Then they turned the black dude out. But pay attention, Freddie B. Just watch it first, man.
Man, I'm not about to sit up and keep watching this mess.
No, watch how it does the black dude though. When black people hang around white people because they got kicked out their house too. The white people got kicked out their house.
Okay, so they on drugs because the family kicked them outside. I got you.
That's what they saying. Look at his hand.
Thank you, all world. What is Jimmy White talking about?
But see, it's also they had to be into something and doing something for their family to be like, nah, get the fuck out. You see what I'm saying?
Because they was on coke. They was on coke.
Exactly. So they on coke, they on meth, they stealing from them, they doing all this, that, and the third, and the family picked them out.
But guess what happened? The street dealer gave them something that they didn't ask for. They caused that.
But Jimmy White, can you pause it, bro?
But that's their whole point.
Bro, can you pause it or mute it? They are over talking. I can't hear nothing. I hear a bunch of talking.
Their whole point was this. I'm just saying, it'll take 2 seconds. Their whole point was they was addicted to one drug. They end up not getting medical treatment, right? Like all of them said they was like working at jobs and they was getting Medicaid and pills from the Walgreens and legal drugs. And then what happened was when they because the doctors will cut you off and say we can't give you nothing else. So they went to the streets to get things that would actually heal the pain. They back pain, they arthritis or whatever, and they end up giving them the trank, the Exavline, whatever however you pronounce it. You know what I'm saying? And it end up making them turned out like this, zombies, total zombies.
Mushroom
that
heads.
was their story.
All
it was like they went from one drug to the next drug.
Okay,
into the streets, but they on the
bro,
streets.
can I respond, bro? You just
yes. But I'm gonna make it clear though, real quick, and I'm gonna shut up. But they whole point was on the streets, you will get something that you didn't ask for, and they turned out like that. So all I'm saying is protect your kids. Don't turn your back on your kids because they're gonna end up out there and then they might be addicted to weed, coke, or whatever, but then they're gonna get something else that's gonna mess their whole life up, and it's called tranquilizer. The tranquilizer is worse than
now you're
fentanyl.
projecting.
No. This is their story. I studied it.
I don't care about their story.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I just want to respond.
It's called trank. It's worse than heroin.
Okay, stop right there. Now stop right there. Now, based on what y'all just said, right? You and T Banks. So here's my thing, right? Number one, y'all blaming the parents. Number two, then don't overtalk me.
The parents kicked them out.
Can I respond or are you gonna overtalk me? Now, what I'm saying is this. Number one, y'all blaming the parents. Number two, you saying that the parents is the reason why these people ended up on drugs. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
They kicked them out. That's what they
so what I'm saying is this, right? So what you're telling me is, right, if any parent kick their kids out at a certain age, they're going to end up on drugs. That's not true. You know how many kids I know that the parents told them to get the fuck on, and basically them kids ended up very, very well off? So it has nothing to do with that, but I understand the message that you're trying to send, right? This is why the message is real clear here to me. You ain't got to overtalk me. The point I'm making is, right, let's agree to disagree. This is why when it comes to kids, if you are the parents introducing these kids to all these different drugs, here's the point, right? I always blame the parents. If your kids watch you, right, grow up smoking weed, and you a parent, what do you think them kids gonna normally do? Smoke weed. So with all these drugs that's out here today, you as a parent don't know. When you smoking weed in front of your kids, you doing mushrooms in front of your kids, you doing all of this shit, and your kids are watching you do this, what are they going to think? They're going to think that's okay. Well, mama did it, daddy did it, so they're going to do it. See, the pattern is what most parents don't want to do, like we was talking about them iPhones and letting them iPhones and iPads raise these kids. It's the same thing with drugs. Like if you put a kid out on the streets and they never heard of drugs, they're not running to drugs. Let's just be clear. Yeah, definitely. If you want to donate, definitely hit that donate link right there. Right here live on Twitch. Definitely, you can donate $5. Let me go get me some motherfucking Starbucks. Does somebody at least donate me $5? God damn, make it make sense. But anyway, back to my point. My point is this, right? So Jimmy White, when it comes to drugs, right? That's called a learned behavior. We can't just say because you put your kids out they went to the streets and they just got on drugs. That's not normally the case. For most drug addicts that end up on the streets, it's because that's what they wanted to do, and it's something that they was trained and they saw their parents do. Because people say, oh, well, weed's not that harmful. Well, what happens when a child, right, 17, 18 years old, and they no longer, the weed doesn't get them high, and they want that fix. You know what they normally gonna do, T-Banks? They're gonna run to something stronger.
Yeah, they're gonna upgrade. And
They're gonna upgrade, right? So once they start upgrading, then what happens then? Now you start getting addicted to shit that you like, what the fuck? Now this motherfucker went from weed, this motherfucker trying all kind of shit.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
I know, ma'am. But what about the kids that ain't asking for an upgrade, but somebody actually laced them with Trank or fentanyl and some shit
cool.
they didn't ask for?
That's a good question.
And it
That's a
end
good
up
question.
like that.
But
That's
here's
my
the thing.
point. That's
Okay,
why I'm
no,
doing this.
okay, Jim White, but I understand that. But here's the thing, right? When you out here, right? Or based off your question, right? So if you used to doing weed, right? Now you done made all these people around you because all y'all smoke weed together. You, T-Banks, all y'all want to get together and do gummy bears together with Jesse, right? Let's say this, right? So T-Banks, you smoke weed, Jesse smoke weed. Hold on, Jimmy, T-Banks, Jesse, all three of y'all smoke weed, right? But T-Banks hanging out with you and Jesse one day, and Jesse wants to get a little higher, so she put a little fetty in the weed. Now guess what? You don't know she put fentanyl in the weed. So guess what? All y'all sitting up here passing blunts together. See, I don't smoke weed, so I can stand on this.
So Jesse be guilty of making me and T-Banks addicted to fentanyl.
Hold on, but what I'm saying,
and we didn't ask for that.
Master Moose chasing that high. But here's the point: you should be responsible enough to not let nobody roll your weed for you, right?
That like at the end of the day,
but it's
that's
always
what it comes
people you
down to.
trust though. You're responsible.
Hold on.
Roll the blunt up, I'm gonna think T-Banks gonna roll weed up. I ain't gonna know T-Banks put the fentanyl in there. He trying to get in there.
But that's not the point.
But here's the thing.
Bullshit though. That's my point.
The point is this. Hold on. Well, let me break my point down real quick.
He's not gonna let you T-Banks shut over talking.
My point down.
He talks more to you, T-Banks shut over talking.
At the end of the day, it's like this. If you sitting back here and you know that X, Y, and Z is out here, motherfuckers is lacing weed with coke, fentanyl, trace, and goddamn Ebola. Goddamn it, I don't care who you are. I don't care how long I've known you. If I'm going to smoke a blunt, I am going to roll my own shit up because I know what is in it. No matter what you do out here, you have to take responsibility for your actions, your safety. Because you can't depend on anybody else. I don't care if we sit back here and we've been smoking weed for damn 5 years every day together. Right? And now I hear about all this other shit that's out here. No, look, I bring enough weeds where you can roll yours, I roll mine, and you roll yours. Outside of that, no, I'm not gonna sit here and be smoking no blunt behind nobody because of the simple fact Nikki put that shit in her motherfucking song. You don't want to smoke with me. This is a lace blunt, right? You gotta take responsibility for all your actions.
Let's talk about it.
Like that right there, you have to take responsibility. It's just like when
say, let's talk about it when nigga T-Banks agreeing. Nigga, you wasn't saying that, nigga. You were trying to
I am saying that.
You got a normal drug addict.
Here's my point though. Hold up,
You got a normal drug addict.
Okay, can I respond?
Okay, and I won't die. Hold on.
Can I respond though? Can I respond?
When the niggas talking,
can I respond?
I finished. I'm almost done. I'm about to land this plane right now. But at the end of the day, when you sit back here and you got a hardcore motherfucking drug addict, at that point in time, they don't care. So they're going to end up like that white lady and that white man and all them other motherfuckers who's sitting out on the street and they're just chasing a high. But if you're going to sit back here and you're going to introduce yourself and deal with drugs on a normal, you better know, you better take accountability for what the fuck you're putting in your body and who the hell you around. Point blank, period. Go ahead, Mr. White.
Okay, cool. But I'm saying this, what I've experienced and what I see what's happening, that's why I can speak on it. It's real life experience. If me and you cool, T-Banks, for 20 years, I would never expect you to lace me. Just because you got a habit, you should say, nah, bro, don't hit this blunt. But right now, there's motherfuckers that need a smoking partner. So they're going to lace you up. So that's my whole point. It's people out here that only smoke weed, then they put extra shit in there and don't tell you, like the song say, that you don't want to hit this blunt. What about the people that's hitting the blunt and thinking they just smoking regular weed, and then they homeboy, they partner that they trust, because you out of weed, you ain't got no weed, they got the weed, so you just want to chase that high, like Master Musa said, and then you just want to smoke that weed, and then they lace your stupid ass and put you onto some shit that fucks you up. Some people didn't make it, but some people do. And then they got you addicted to some shit that you didn't ask for. This is the fucking issue. This is the fucking problem. This is the topic. This is the substance. And this was the context of the street news with Jimmy White. That's the point. This is what's happening. Hold up, wait a minute. I'm not landing. When I'm landing with this is what's happening now. So just be aware, because this is called an awareness topic right now. Be aware of your people, your friends, your homeboys, and right. Don't smoke everybody blunt. This is why I start smoking weed. So don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And matter of fact, even if I drink a beer, if I leave it somewhere and I go somewhere and come back, I'm throwing that whole beer out. Why? I think everybody didn't put something in my beer or my drink. If you at the club, you know, and the saying goes, right? If you in a club and you got a drink, don't leave that drink at the fucking table and walk off and come back. Because once you come back, somebody might have put something in that fucking that drink that you left. You got to be careful, because you never know who's trying to fuck you over and make you just like them. This is awareness, and this is when the parents have to be mindful, or anybody, or the friends, or your partners. When adults, you have to be careful, because it's not just happening to kids; it's happening to adults too. Everything, and it's an agenda and a plan that's out here that's actually targeting us to where now
one thing that boy gonna do is be
kills.
knowing.
Guess what? Now they got the tranquilizer to turn the people into zombies. Y'all got to watch the movie or the TV series called The Last of Us, and it's the same thing. They're turning them people into zombies by actually manipulating, just like they did the Black Panthers. They put drugs out here to make the black people fall off. Now they got other drugs to make sure that black people and other people lose their mind, but now it's only a problem when they people lose their mind. But they the drug and the agenda was to take us out, but now it's taking their people out, because their people trying to hit.
He just gonna keep he Jimmy White don't even know he's lonely.
I'm done talking.
Okay, cool. Now let me say this, and then T Banks, you can go, right? Even though I get what my brother is saying, y'all can hear me, right? Yeah. This is real simple. Hold accountability for yourself. Master Musa put it in the chat. Be responsible for, if you smoking, be responsible for your own shit. If you drinking, be responsible for your own shit. Hold your own shit. And at the end of the day, right? Here's the thing. If let's say if I decide I want to have me a glass of motherfucker 1738, Jim White, I'm not overthrowing what you're saying, bro. Just mute up. The point that I'm making is this, right? If I want me a motherfucker shot at 1738, and I can't even trust the motherfucker that I'm around, if you have to question the person you're around, that means 9 times out of 10, you shouldn't be around that person. So be responsible, hold yourself accountable. Because if I gotta be prepared or watch myself around people that might lace a blunt or lace this or lace your fucking drink, I don't need to be around them people. That's called being responsible. Go ahead, T Banks.
No, and that's the whole fact. And it's not just that. It's a matter of, all right, if you're gonna sit out here and this is the shit you're going to partake in, this is what you're going to be doing. Like you said, no, you supply your own shit. If you got to sit back here and go to someone else, you don't need to be doing it. It's that simple. If I want to sit here and I want to go grab me a beer, but oh shit, I don't have the money to get me a beer. At that point in time, I don't need to drink because I can't support my own habit. That's how you get into shit like that. When you sit back and you start moving and grooving with somebody who's willing to support your habit. Because now that's the only reason you're around them, because they're supporting your habit. Now you piss them off one day. Oh, this nigga, Jimmy White, he called me a nigga. No, fuck this shit. Hey, Jimmy, come smoke with me. I bet. Nigga, I'm gonna get your ass. Now you're sitting behind some shit that's laced up, not even realizing. Like Freddie said, if you have to sit here and you have to question the individuals you're around while you're partaking in your drink or your motherfucking weed or your mushrooms or whatever the fuck it is, you don't need to be around them. But that's the accountability you have to take upon yourself to pay attention to your surroundings.
Exactly. And he missing that point, right? Shout out my boy Kingpin in the building. Hello. Yeah, moving and grooving, shaking and baking. Because that's all I'm trying to get my brother to see, right? Like, you can't just be around these certain weirdo ass people and not understand what the fuck is going on. Like, bro, you gotta cut that shit out. Like, nigga, choose wisely with your little fake ass friends. Choose fucking wisely. What he just said, hold on. Yeah, because I'm gonna play some shit for Jimmy White. Why he want to sit up here and talk that weird shit? Oh, that's why you keep your circle. Hey, yeah, Master Moses. Like, hanging around all them different ass, weird ass people, bro. I'm not finna, like, I mean, maybe that's just me, but it do come with wisdom and it comes with time, right? Like shit, I like to have me a shot or two. I need me a shot right now. It's Friday. It's time to motherfucking have a drink. But you know what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna allow T Banks just because me and T Banks hanging out. T Banks ain't finna fix my motherfucking drink. Shout out to my boy Kingpin for the 100 bitch. And like I said, definitely, Krista, if you can't put that, I'll put it in there. Fuck it. Somebody put it in the chat. Yeah, somebody finna donate today.
Motherfucking right, I ain't pouring your goddamn drink, nigga. You pour your own drink.
Somebody finna motherfucking donate. Somebody hit that motherfucking link right there. Somebody motherfucking tip me $5 or something. God damn it, I need a shot. Motherfuckers, it's been a long week. No, but T Banks, my point is this, right? I'm never gonna put myself in a situation just because I feel like you my partner. You is not about to fix my drink. Because I learned over time with Jimmy White, his point on what he's making, right, is real simple. Like, if you're gonna sit here and you're not gonna be responsible for you to pour your own drink, nigga, y'all do know women be putting shit in men drinks too.
Hell yeah.
Y'all do know that, right? I hope y'all understand this. Woman did it to me some years ago. That's when I learned my lesson. Motherfucker fucked around and spiked my drink, boy. I woke up butt naked in her bed. I said never again. I said never again. Huh?
She got your ass.
T-Banks, I'm dead serious. Nigga, I fucked around. That's the last thing I remember. The only thing I remember is, nigga, I said, pour me a drink. She poured me a drink, brought the shit to me. I woke up butt naked in her bed. I said, never again. I couldn't remember nothing but taking that drink. Yeah. Motherfucker ain't never fixed my drink again.
And that's the shit. That's the shit, nigga. I've even been in a situation where motherfucking, and this is why I can say what I say, because I was sitting with my homeboy, he rolled a motherfucking blunt. You know what I mean? I hit that motherfucker a couple times. What? Nigga, next thing you know, I woke up, nigga, I was in a motherfucking drunk tank. I said, what the fuck? I said, what the fuck? I ain't never see that nigga, hear from that nigga ever again. But that's where I got to the point to where it's like, nah, fuck that. If I'm going to smoke, it's going to be out of my bag, and I know where it came from. I know this shit is good. Ain't nobody rolling my shit for me. Even the shorties I was fucking with at that time. You want me to roll your blunt? No, I will do it. It's just that simple. Especially when you know that it's all types of shit out here. You just gotta take that responsibility upon yourself to say, nah, I'm gonna do what the fuck I know how to do, regardless of what the hell is going on or what I see. Because I know motherfuckers is out here putting this shit like that. That Nicki line really fucked me up. You don't want to smoke with me. This is a lace blunt. Wait, what?
That's what, but that's the point Jimmy White making, because that's what a lot of people is doing today. That's why, to be honest with you, this is why, like, and I'm being honest, right? It's not personal. My brother know this. Jim White, do I smoke weed? Yes or no, Jim White? Tell the truth. Jim White, do I smoke? CT Banks, I don't do drugs, right? So for me, people who do drugs, like, it's just nothing against them. I don't knock it, right? I mean, that's your thing. Do it. But 9 times out of 10, most people that do smoke weed are very irresponsible, right? They try all this extra shit and they be on another planet to where I can't relate to that planet. Mm-hmm. And them people, they be, I mean, and this is what Jimmy White is talking about. They be spiking each other blunt. But like, yo, y'all is like, it's weird. Now, he's telling the truth about that. You'll fuck around, you think people is your friends, then they'll come around, put that Fetty Wap or put something in your fucking shit. Then before you know it, T-Banks, you out your fucking mind. Like, that's why, like, you said what?
I said you in Debo Pigeon Coop, and the only person who get you out is your motherfucking mom.
Hell yeah, boy, and you be fucked up. Oh yeah, Jimmy White said he on mute, so he and motherfucking housewife do this now, because you know Jimmy White is the leader of the motherfucking housewives of the Velt. Him and T Banks and the other person, you know, they cook, they clean. There are men that cook for their women. You know, they don't mind babysitting and being stay-at-home dads. That's who they are. Shit, one mic on the garage. The garage boys, they don't mind, you know.
Nigga, what's up with the voice change, yo?
No, but this some other shit. Not because while Jimmy White was playing that, right? He made me think of this some shit I ran across, right? It's about the most dangerous goddamn cities, right? And Jimmy White, watch this. The Mass Moose still too. They know what's up with this. But check this out. Because while y'all talking about the drug aspect, right? Let me just give you a quick context of why I'm playing this, right? He's showing you the drug aspect. To me, the drugs on top of these young folks out here killing each other, little black kids, because they want to be drilled. Like, when the fuck they start drilling in Mississippi? That's weird. When? Now, drill is everywhere. Shout out to Chicago because it all started in Chicago. Now they're drilling everywhere. But they saying this is the most dangerous city in the state of Mississippi. Going to Parchment. That's where your ass going in Mississippi. You're going to Parchment.
This was designed. See the body. And if you could sum this area up in a sentence, this town, what would you say if you could describe it in a sentence?
Anything can happen at any time.
Jackson is the murder capital of the world.
What's your name? Aaron. These niggas gonna die this shit, Aaron. Stupid.
Blood in the pothole, Jackson, man. That's a dangerous thing.
They call what you make out of. You run with the wrong crowd, you fall like a wrong crowd.
Do you think a murderer can be a murderer and a good person?
You never know, you might be around until. They ain't gonna die touch these diamonds. I got niggas that's gonna do whatever I say. I feel like Simon.
No father figures, no male figures right inside the homes to give the males that structure. So they come out here in the streets.
Yeah, there's gonna be some murder going on.
This shit going on for real.
Yeah, they still running on
See, right there.
Stay with me now.
See, that's where it starts. What that old man just said, they have no, whether they end up on drugs or end up in a gang banging, it's all because they have no male structure in the home. That's where it starts, especially when it comes to the young black boys. There's no father figure there.
Get loud.
Hard working was good. Yes, sir. Yes, some good solid black folks down here. Yes, sir.
Amazing helps amp.
He says some good solid black folks down here. Look at Jackson, Mississippi. I think that's Jackson. They talking about Jackson because I ain't never watched this one.
I've been told to come to Mississippi because every documentary I do, I always see in the comments, come to Jackson, Mississippi, come to Mississippi.
Oh, so it is Jackson.
I also see comments saying, don't come to Mississippi because your camera is going to get stolen.
Now, let me tell you something about Jackson, Mississippi, right? In the state of Mississippi, because you do know, what was it, Harlem Nights, or what was the movie? No, Life, the movie Life.
Oh, yeah.
What? Martin Luther, huh? Hello?
Gunline boss.
The Gunline Boss. Them boys from New York City. Them niggas ended up down there in Jackson, Mississippi. That's what the movie's about. And they took their ass and they ended up in Parchment prison. That is still the worst prison in the United States of America. People don't even know this. T-Banks, they had some underground shit up under the prison where these men don't come out. Remember Silence of the Lamb, the movie? Hannibal Lecter? You know that shit that's in the basement? What they had Hannibal Lecter in?
Yeah.
That's the shit that's under Parchment. Shit just like that.
Shit.
They never come out. This is true story. They eating on people. Like they actually, about 3-4 people is Hannibal Lecter. Be eating people. Eat them raw. That's serious. Like it's the poorest. You got to remember, the state of Mississippi is the poorest state. Jackson looked like the 1920s still to this day. That's serious.
I'm on my way to Mississippi now. I'm going to Jackson, Natchez, and Moorhead to interview gang members. Hopefully my cameras don't get robbed and you see this video.
See them outhouses? Don't they look familiar? If y'all ever seen Life, movie Life.
You right, bro? How are you?
Shit, cool, chilling, straight.
What's the name?
Nick Hardbody.
And where are we at the moment?
Shit, Moorhead, Mississippi.
And how dangerous would you say Moorhead, Bob, this area of Moorhead is?
I ain't gonna say it's that, cause it's dangerous, cause we dangerous now. But other than that, you nigga bitch.
The nigga touch me on the spot, I'm a bust. Yeah.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Dangerous, that's why he ain't dangerous, cause you with the dangerous motherfucker. Like you with the other motherfucker, it'd be dangerous for you. You straight.
I appreciate that.
This how they living.
5, 5, 6. I ain't gonna need to lie to you with switches on everything. We got switch on 30-30. You ain't even seen that and they both action. How you put a switch on a 30-30 and they both action? You ain't never seen that. Man, you see, Ryan here. Man, I got some young niggas. I got some niggas. I can give them half a gram. All right, they'll go kill 15. Stop playing.
That's insane, bro.
For half a gram.
Different life.
This is what's going on.
State of Mississippi. Hey, Jim White, you want to cook now? No, Jim White, don't get off that stove.
He that smoking. I swam in the water, boy. I'm deep off in the ocean.
Pour that lean up. Boy, I'm sipping on that potion. Nigga, I'm so stingy, I'ma kill you if you owe me. Yeah. You hear me? You know what's going on, man. The bottom boy shit, Snoop Wolf, well. No, right here on the block with the window.
You up, bro? What's the name?
Leaking, Lil Leaking.
And Leaky, where are we at the moment?
We're on the bottom. We're in the 6.
And what's this area called? The city?
The 6.
The 6, yeah. And what's it like living in this environment?
Same thing you'll go through another hood, shooting, killing, running from the police, shit like that.
And bro, the reason I've came to Mississippi is because I've heard it's one of the most murderous states in the whole of America.
Yeah, it's gonna be some murdering going on. Shit get real.
And Nikki, why do you think that is though? Why do you think the murder rate's so high within Mississippi?
Killing, beef, kill, jealousy, hate.
Be mad about pussy. Retaliation. Some boy be mad about
retaliation for sure. Retaliation. Yeah, you know, retaliation probably be like 90%, 10% all the other shit.
And why do you think the violence is so high within Mississippi?
Shit.
It man started racism, you know what I'm saying?
It started with racism.
You know, when people started
old school.
having the wrong expect about what really was going on. You know, even with Black Panthers, what it started about. Right after the Black Panthers murdered, it was murder. It was murder. You don't get it twisted.
Would you say it's dangerous, Mississippi?
You damn right it is. Everybody's got a gun. And some of these kids don't have the education enough to know how to use it and stuff like that.
See, that's what it is. And you know what's so crazy about that place down there? Because that's real. Is country as that motherfucking place is, but they're getting money. They're getting money down there. Jen White, is you back? Oh, who was that?
Me.
Oh, that's you, T-Banks. But T-Banks, that crazy ass state, as poor as that state is, them dudes down there, everybody do got money. Country money. Them folks will be sitting on thousands of dollars. But nigga, it'll look like, boy, them boys still look like the Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh, damn.
Walking around, but look, that's how they look.
But I mean,
that is real. That's not fake.
But see, that shit right there, I mean, that come with it, though, because if you getting all this bread, the moment that you step out showing that you do got bread, nigga, you putting a target on your head.
No. Hold on. Whoa. But everybody's down there doing that. It's what I'm saying. Everybody looks like that. So it ain't about who got money. They not even killing for money. Has nothing to do with that. You didn't hear the one dude when he said, I'll give a young boy half a gram to go do this. It's that mentality. Like down there, and this is why I tell people, right? And it's crazy, and I still love my state. But at the end of the day, the point is they still have this mentality of kill or be killed. They don't want to leave that environment. This is what they prefer. Dead or in jail. Dead or in jail. That's their mindset. And it's fucking sad because you will go down there, man, you will think you 50 years behind. You would think you 50 years behind.
But the white man said it. A lot of them ain't even got the education.
No education down there. It's the poorest schools. That's what I'm telling you. It's the poorest fucking state. And they can stop saying Mississippi is the murder capital of the world because I think Louisiana still got that. I think Louisiana, especially New Orleans, I think New Orleans might still hold that, or Baton Rouge, the murder capital of the world. And it's crazy because that's over LA and Chicago. People just don't know that. The amount of bodies that drop down there. Like, it's too easy to drop bodies down there. Like, dead serious, T-Bank. I'm talking about, and these are kids. T-Bank, you see, like, to you the old nigga. You know them niggas there. You know them boys, they ain't them about 21.
Yeah.
22. You the old nigga to them. That's crazy. Hold on, let me play some more.
Ain't no need for second guessing.
They
I know
wanna be
the
rapping.
brother certified. Before I forget, free the bros and the ops. They don't do shit but lip box. Them niggas need some crop tops. I'm the same young nigga that used to sleep on Dolly couch. I been stepping on they necks and Reeboks and G-Shock. Every nigga in my city here, they nothing put me on. Now I'm popping. I don't want to do no motherfucking song. I ain't tripping. I ain't got no problem doing it on my own. On my baby last week, I made a dub up off the phone.
In a time of media mystery,
Look at this.
chaos
Crazy.
and crisis in the news,
Oh,
And the
boy, we
country's
not about to
gearing
listen
up
to
for a
your
pivotal
motherfucking commercial segment, boy. The hell is wrong with you, buddy? The hell is wrong with him? Man, been do a whole goddamn segment. Is you okay, boy?
That's what it's taking on right now.
This area right here, probably the most dangerous area, you know, around the city. You know, it's a lot of dangerous spots out here. Everywhere dangerous. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Why do you think the violence is so bad within Jackson?
I know you fucking lying.
It's
Hold
really
on, let me
just the
pause.
circumstance. Yeah.
Damn, Crystal, so the state of Mississippi done passed everybody? That's fucking crazy. Not as of 2023.
Damn.
So, I told you.
Damn.
Nigga, it was the state of Louisiana for some years. I'm talking about over LA, like all that shit what you be hearing on the internet about, oh, how they gangbangers in California, Chicago drill scene. Nigga, it's always been the state of Louisiana and Mississippi where the most bodies dropped. That's why they call it the murder capital of the world. That was Louisiana. Now, Krista basically said, as of 2023, it's the state of Mississippi. Nigga, you'll get your head blown off down there, bro. Dead serious.
The sad thing is that's where all this shit going on. That's the craziest part about it.
What?
Motherfucking these young boys out here, motherfucking drilling and swearing they gangsters and all this other shit. That's where all this shit going.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, but you got to remember, like what I'm saying is this, right? When drilling, because drill started in Chicago, right? But whenever Chief Keef and them started that whole wave, right? Him, G Herbo, and all of them. Shout out my man, damn, I forget his damn name. But when they was doing what they was doing, right? The state of Louisiana and Mississippi was already doing that. It just was never publicized. What they called drilling, it was already going on down there. Like them boys go take your ass to New Orleans. Boy, them boys on that hair run so motherfucking bad. Boy, they'll get you for nothing. Or nothing. In New Orleans. And then the state of Mississippi, now that she's saying that it's been surpassed in 2023, man, you go down there, boy, bruh, that's just what it is. That's what come along with it. Now you add the drilling on top of that, that probably makes sense. Now it's the state of Mississippi. That's why I told you, boy, that motherfucking Parchman prison. Ask my brother about that motherfucking prison. You don't want to go to Parchman. I don't give a fuck how gangster you think you is. Take your ass to Parchman prison. T. Banks. Boy, some things go down up in that motherfucker, boy. Now, I don't know why Jimmy White, that's why I say hopefully he paying attention. Boy, let me shut up. I'm talking about the strongest of the strongest, boy. They get broke up in there. They break them, T. Banks. The strongest of the strongest. Go straight to Parchman and they break them.
We just part of our environment. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the slums. That's all we know. Our favorite idols is the drug dealers, and you know what I'm saying? The ones that, you know, glorified in the hood. Is what we glorify.
This is almost like a completely different life. Well,
yeah, we're a third world country for real. The one city, yeah, we're a third world country for real.
Well, if I'm honest, certain parts of Jackson you wouldn't believe is in America.
Yeah, for sure. We ain't got, when you riding past the highway, you don't see no landmarks, no nothing. You just see. It is what you see, though. You get what you know what I'm saying? It is what you see.
Oh, yeah, you rock out with a 4-inch. Up this bitch before you approach. Bitch, dick out told me that you love me. You don't even know me. My head high, straight to the sky. Think about bro on the slide. You spoke on Sling, that's how you know 4 niggas hopping out there ride. I ain't me coming, but I'm running. Running fast to that money. I got my eyes upon the real. You put on side, I get the dump. Bitch, you put on side, we get the dump. You heard? Draco clapping like a band and look my mama in the eyes and I say, mama.
How many people live here in this city?
We got about
population about 15,000.
And that's low.
Think so? You think it's lesser than that? Yeah.
About 15,000. This shit is for old people, bro. This is not a young.
It's a retirement town.
Yeah, not. That shit is crazy. Them
They
think
grandma and grandpa
15,000. But bro, but the fact they think 15,000 is a lot of people. Do you not know it's over 10 million, almost 15 million people inside of 285 in Atlanta? That's just inside of 285. And that's just the smaller part of Fulton County now. But that's a whole city that they talking about 15,000. They don't even know that boy, y'all is in the woods. And let me put this message out here, right? Because even though we're watching this is why I advise especially you black parents, if you ever have the opportunity, get your kids out of that. Get your kids out of that environment. Especially, it's best to do it when they're small. Because once they grow up into that, it's hard for them to get out. It's very hard. Because the peer pressure, right? Like when we was coming up, peer pressure was a thing. Bullying wasn't a key thing back then for us. Peer pressure was. If y'all know what I'm talking about, peer pressure was. So once your kid grows up and get into this peer pressure, and then on top of that, the bullying aspect, it's hard. It's going to be hard for your child to get up out of that environment. It really is. So if you got little black kids, man, do what y'all need to do to get them kids out of that environment. Nothing against, the people that is in that situation. You just got to figure out a way to come out of it. That's why I can relate to that situation so strong. Like Jimmy White, he can too, but he try to glorify. I don't glorify that shit. Just because I understand it, been there before once in my life. And when I say that, I mean it just from what we come from. But I'm glad my mother took me and my brother, and he can pump fake all he want to. But at least my mother and our parents basically took us out of that environment. It made sure we knew something else. Because I can just imagine if my mama and daddy at that particular time just made sure, we just came up in the hood. Because technically, that was not the hood. We did not grow up in the hood. So as a parent, that's the best thing you could do for your kids is get them in a better environment, have them in have them in a good school system, right? Because even though our school was 90% white that we grew up in that time, I think I don't know what it is today, all these fucking years, damn near 30 years later, whatever the fuck it is. But the point that I'm making is, what was my point? My point is, what I'm saying is, do what you got to do to get them kids out of that environment. You said what, T-Banks?
No, I was just saying, like, get up out that hood. Because my family, we from Newport News, Virginia. You know what I mean? And look, we may not be murder capital of the world, but it definitely be shit moving and grooving down there. And that's one thing that my father, he made sure of. He's like, nah, we getting up out of here. Because of the simple fact he didn't want me and my baby sister to come up. And that's the lifestyle we live in. Because, I mean, I got cousins, uncles, aunts, straight addicts. You know what I mean? And it's like, nah, you gotta get them babies up out of that environment to show them that there's more to life than sitting back living in the hood. That's
living
just
in
what
the fucking hood. Exactly. I appreciate that thinking for the 300 bits. Definitely. And we did put the donate link up in there. Did Krista do it? Okay, yeah, she did do it. Okay, cool. Is it still pinned, Krista? Oh yes, it is. I say pin. But T-Banks, because that's my whole point, right? Because it's like no matter where you come from as parents, because now I'm the papa of the situation, but I understand now me having kids that age, 23, 18, 13, you get what I'm saying? 6 and 2. So now I'm understanding that, bruh, you got to do what you got to do to get them kids out of that environment. You don't want them growing up in that. What's so sad is, and this is why the parents on top of their head, right? Because I don't respect parents like this. But you got some parents, they're promoting that to their kids. They encourage their kids to sell drugs. They encourage their kids to be on this gangster shit. I do not respect those parents. I have zero respect for those parents. You should not be out here promoting and okaying for your kids to sell drugs, do none of that. Be street, be gangster. There's nothing gangster about that. And it's so sad. A lot of these kids, they have to go to prison and they turn them into P-Valley, right? And these parents is allowing this to benefit them. Ooh, the T-Banks, them kind of parents irk the shit out of me, bro.
Oh yeah,
because they the ones perpetuating this weird shit, and you wouldn't even know it.
I know it because at the end of the day, like, and that's that cycle of living in the hood, because you got a gangster out here, he got him his little gangster shorty or whatever, and they have a kid. That's the only lifestyle they know. So what are they gonna do? They're gonna pass it on. And then when you got babies having babies, what? And it's still in that same environment, it ain't gonna do nothing but get passed on. That cycle it's not gonna change. That's why it's like, yo, with the information that's out, with the accessibility that we have to this information, I don't see why there isn't a bigger change being made. Like, because you can see that, all right, like you said, you pop on a situation. You know what I mean? I'm a father of a situation. But I know for a fact, no, my kids are not going to be living in no fucking hood. I don't care what I got to do. My kids will not be living in no motherfucking hood. Because that's when you hear about all these stray bullets, you know what I mean, hitting babies, hitting old folks, hitting people who ain't got nothing to do with the situation. It's just like the shit, the clip Jimmy played I want to say it was a few days back where the grandmother run outside to see if her baby okay, her grandbaby okay, and end up dead. Like, nah, you got to get them up out of there. You got to, and we got to find a way to break this motherfucking cycle.
That part.
A motherfucker's thinking that okay, it's okay to do this, it's cool to do this. No, the hell it's not.
Right.
Like that's the most important part is finding a way to break this damn cycle. How many grandparents and babies and kids we gotta lose for people to really wake up and see and speak out on, yo, this is not the motherfucking way. It's not. You gonna
You
end
know
up
what? I
dead
think
or
I think some of the parents don't care, bro. I think some of these parents, right, is just it's bad, bro. Go ahead.
No, because you said it right. A lot of these parents, they don't care. They don't care because that goes back to the old. And as soon as the baby start acting up and crying, they throw the iPad in front of them. And then once that iPad don't keep them entertained no more, go outside and play. Don't know where they going, who they playing with, who they dealing with. And now from a young age, you done took them off the iPad, sent them outside. Now they really fucking with some folks they ain't got no business fucking with. And there the cycle continues again. Like at the end of the day, the parents as a whole have to step the hell up. We got to. Because if not, this cycle, it ain't gonna do nothing but get worse. That's all that's gonna happen. It's gonna get worse.
Super worse. Yeah.
Like I would sit back here, I was watching a video, motherfucking just the area in Orlando, nigga. Like this shit crazy. Cause they was talking about all the gangs in Orlando and shit. And some of the shit they were showing, nigga, I drive past this shit every day. I drive past this shit every day. On my way to work, coming from work, while I'm working. And it's like, yo, this shit has got to fucking stop. It's gotta stop. Gotta motherfucking stop. Stop having these listening to all this goddamn drill music. No, you listen to that shit on your own time. Don't expose these goddamn babies to that shit.
I don't even see how they do that. Just sitting up letting them kids just sit up and listen. Like you already know what time your kid is on. If your kid's sitting up 24 hours, all they listening to the drill, this, and they getting high. Like, bro, I can't do it. I can't do it. Now, once you hit 21, that's different. Like you grown, I really can't tell you shit. With that other shit, you're not gonna be 15, 16 years old and you running your motherfucking, you ain't, I think the fuck not.
And that's the thing. If you do your job as a parent, when they hit 21, they gonna go the opposite way of that shit. If you've done your job as a parent. If you have not been a parent to your child, then when they hit 21, because that's what everybody talking about, that's what everybody doing, they gonna run straight to it. Ooh, I want to see what this about. You said what?
My kid ain't drinking more than this.
You know what? See, and that's the problem right there. That's the problem right there.
What did he say? Who was that?
No, he said if his kid ain't drinking more than him at 21, he gonna be mad.
He said if his kid ain't what?
If his kid ain't drinking more than him at 21, he gonna be mad.
Yeah, that's the fucking problem right there.
That's the problem right there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. Your kid can be the fun kid, but still know and understand, all right, there's certain shit that I'm not going to be doing, that I'm not going to be nowhere near attached to, considered even cool or even be interested in. You know what I mean?
Because if you raise your, like you said, because if you raise your kid right, you're not going to have that problem with them no way.
Nope.
It all comes down to parenting. That's why, and a lot of these single mothers, they finna find out real soon. At some point, they're going to understand that, you know, it's very key the father's involved. Absolutely. All this, you want to be a single, independent woman and thinking that shit is helping you because you think you miss strong, independent. Okay, you're gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay for it when that father figure is not in that home. You're gonna pay for it. They just don't know that.
When that little boy hit 13, 14, and he feeling himself a little bit. Oh man. Yeah, you're gonna find out real quick.
Yep, and they're gonna learn. But see, that's what most women don't understand. Because that's what I mean, you know, I blame it on that. These single parent homes, the father's not being there for them children or for the little boys and especially the little girls right? Because why is these girls becoming strippers? 9 times out of 10, you ask a stripper, right? Why she's a dancer, you know what she gonna tell you? She had daddy issues. She had daddy issues. Because you know what it takes for a woman to actually want to pull all her goddamn clothes off? You know what you have to be mentally to do that? Number one, they got to drink. They got to get fucked up. Then number two, the mindset they got to be in to say, I'm taking my clothes off for T-Banks. But I've never done this a day in my life. Got to remember, every stripper has that first day they started. What in the mindset will make a woman go pull all her clothes off and get butt naked for a man to start dancing? She's not, there's something she'd have been through. And I love it. Like, I got stripper friends. I ain't got nothing against no stripper. Not too much on strippers.
Hey,
But the point that I'm making is, these little boys and these little girls is not ending up strippers for no reason. And these little boys is not running to the streets and becoming gangbangers for no reason. That's because they having daddy and mama issues. That's why they turn out like that. So you as a parent, you better understand very key as to why that shit is very, very fucking important. Very important why you need to be in those kids' life. You have to be. Otherwise, don't get mad when they start talking like Jimmy White and talking about somebody laced their shit with Fetty Wap. You wasn't there as a parent. When they needed you most, you wasn't there. So it is your fault. That's why I say I always blame the parents. Everything starts in that home. Stop blaming the government. Stop blaming white folks. Blame the mom and the daddy. Kids end up the way they end up because of the mother and the father. That is just what that is. Because when that baby is born, ain't no damn government sitting there with you outside of the motherfuckers giving them a social security number. You with that baby. That baby don't know nobody but the mama and the daddy. Don't even know the siblings is there if they got siblings. So you got to raise that damn baby. So your ass at fault. There is a definite mindset and moral compass. Yes, to say yes. Yeah, because like, you know, when people, they think at my age, like, I like to flex it because it's a flex. I don't smoke weed. It's not my thing. Damn near 50. I'm not gonna do it. I don't give a fuck. A motherfucker can roll up every kind of drug in front of me. I'm gonna say, what? I'm good. I'm going the other way. I have no desire. Don't care for. That's just not my thing.
Nigga, you go straight to the ABC store, nigga. Fuck that. I don't need none of that. I'm going to get my 1738.
No, but here's the thing. I can even showcase where I'm in control. I can go a whole. I don't need a drink every day. Like, nigga, I ain't had a drink in a week. The damn near, I could have went 2 weeks. The point is, I drink responsibly. When I want to drink, I drink because that's what I want to do. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're in control. That's when you become an addict. Then we talk about this maybe a week or two. What makes an addict? You can be addicted to drugs. You could be addicted to gambling. You could be addicted to the internet. You could be addicted to a lot of things. It's what you have no control over. That becomes your addiction. So if I can't say no to drugs, and every day I have to do drugs or drink, I'm an addict. That's why I be telling people who sit up and smoke weed and do all that, you're a fucking addict. You can see, like, and I hate to say it this way, but it's the truth. You're a fucking junkie. T-Bank, I'm gonna be that harsh.
Hey,
like when my brother used to do that goofy shit, you know what I used to tell him? You acting like a fucking junkie. Man, it's just weed. Weed grow out the ground. I wouldn't give a fuck. Nigga, if you need to smoke weed every fucking day, your eyes, the black rings around your eyes, like weed smokers I guess y'all don't see that about yourself because most women, they hide it too. But y'all do know your eyes start getting black. It'd be a black ring around your eyes, your lips getting black. Like, you don't see that you starting to look like a fucking zombie? What Mar say, I sure wish I can smoke. I'm that serious, Mar. I don't do drugs. I can't do it. I have me a fucking drink. I give me a shot. And I drink and go to fucking sleep. Shit. The goddamn VA, boy, I got some motherfucking muscle relaxing from the VA just for my goddamn back spasms or back pain, whatever the fuck. T-Banks, I go to sleep, knocked out. Nigga, I can't even take Tylenol. I'm going to sleep. Dead serious, T-Banks. I can't even take Tylenol. That shit make me go to sleep. You said what?
That's actually smart, because at the end of the day, that's how a lot of these homeless addicts become addicts, because they'll sit back here and they'll take that muscle relaxer and that shit they feel. Oh my god, I love the way this shit feels. So now they taking this shit and they ain't even got no pain.
No pain. You just on it because you want that high.
Now it got to the point to where your body gotten used to those muscle relaxers. Now you like, okay, well, shit, I need something else.
I'm like Trump. You like Trump?
You said
Go
what?
ahead, T-Banks. No, I was reading the chat.
No, it's just a matter of, you know what I mean? Oh, now I need something stronger. Then they go out here and they say, all
Yeah.
right, well, nah, weed ain't gonna do it. So let me go and get me some coke. And then they move from the coke to the motherfucking heroin. Then they go from the heroin to the motherfucking crack. And then at that point in time, shit, they asses is done.
But that's why I told Jimmy White that, and he said I'm fucking lying, and he put it in the chat. Him and Jesse, right? This is their favorite quote. Nothing wrong with weed. Now it's these other drugs is the problem. The problem with weed, Jimmy White, is this. What about when you no longer get high off the weed? Every weed smoker have a story to where they wanted something stronger. Then that's when they turn to the other shit.
Hold on, wait. I gotta pause you there.
No, don't pause me nowhere, nigga, because you told me, nigga, didn't you say you do shrooms or some crazy shit you told me? I said, what the fuck is you talking about, T-Banks? Remember when you told me that?
Yeah, I've tried shrooms.
What the fuck that means?
But see, here's the thing. It was never.
I'm saying, what the fuck was you even touching it for? Smoking that weed led you to them shrooms.
Not even.
Yes, it did. No. You wanted a different high.
No.
And you said you did gummies too, right? You do gummy bears, right?
And I'm telling you this. See, that's the whole thing.
What leads to that shit? I'm asking you.
No, the weed did not lead to it. That's my point. It didn't lead to it. The reason mushrooms came about is because of the simple fact that I was sitting back and I wanted to have lucid dreams. And they was like, all right, look, take you some mushrooms, chill out, you know what I mean? And then go to sleep. At that point in time, your dreams become more lucid. So I was like, all right, cool.
Now listen to the drug addict tell me, listen what he just said. He don't even know that's dope fiend activity.
You said what?
That's dope fiend activity. You said you want to have, I want some lucid dreams. And they told me to take shrooms for it. One dope addict on you, nigga.
Call it what you want to.
Nigga, that's a dope addict, nigga.
But I can sit here and I can tell you.
Nigga, you just admitted you wanted to take shrooms so you can have some lucid dreams. That's what you just said.
Now, I know that's what I just said. But my point to you is the fact that weed was not the reason for that. You understand what I'm saying? Weed was not the reason for that. That's because I was on a different type of journey. Okay, wait a second. But it wasn't, because I smoked a blunt, now I want some shrooms. No, nigga, that's really not how it goes. Now, do some people move and groove like that? Yes. The weed don't get me high no more, so I need something better and stronger. Okay, yes, you do have a lot of people who go that route. This is why back in the 80s, they'd be like, weed is the gateway drug.
Thank you. He lying to himself. One lie on him.
What you mean one lie on me?
Because you saying, what I'm saying is this, right? Most people who smoke weed, like, I'm gonna address Jimmy White first too. Then it's gonna tie right into you. Like Jimmy White wants to keep saying weed is legal. Jimmy White, I've never heard a person say legal weed did XYZ to them. But we're not going to negate the fact of most people who smoke weed start smoking weed at a very young age, right? But then they also start trying other drugs. This is what T-Banks is saying. He wanted to have lucid dreams, so he took some shrooms. So yeah, weed smokers, 9 out of 10, they start trying other shit. Y'all gonna sit here and just act like that's not the case? Jimmy White, now you know what, I ain't gonna do that to you. Now that part, I'll never go that far with you. But the point I'm saying, T-Banks, is this. Come on, niggas who smoke weed try other shit. So
and I'm not
Jesse.
Because
Jesse said the same goofy shit you said, and I said, "What, Jesse? You do what?" Like you do understand? Like, yeah, y'all say weed is okay, but if you smoking weed, but then you also doing shrooms, you doing gummy bears, you doing all of this shit on nigga. That's 3 different type of highs, all in one. Am I lying?
Nigga, if you taking them all at one time, you smoke a blunt, eat gummies, and then eat mushrooms, yes, there's 3 different highs at one time.
That's what y'all be doing. So what the hell you think
who be doing that?
That is a junkie.
Who's y'all? Don't know.
I'm saying
you saying y'all. No,
the weed advocate. You talking like you the weed advocate. So be the president of the weed smokers.
Look,
one mic on you, president of the weed smokers.
When it come to weed, now I will sit down and stand on this shit all motherfucking day. Weed? Oh no,
yes,
ain't no wrong with smoking you a little bit of.
I'm saying you do weed, but you try other shit.
I tried ED past tense.
Ain't no damn boy, you a damn lie, boy. Once a dope fiend, you always a dope fiend.
Oh shit, not once a dope fiend, always a dope fiend.
Nigga, that's what I believe in, nigga.
Nah, nigga, you wild. You wild for that one.
I'm not wild, nigga. I'm telling the truth, nigga. If you smoke weed, I'm just saying you got to convince me, right? Like I said, I don't do drugs. I don't smoke weed. I don't try all that shit. Never done it. I ain't done shrooms. I don't do all of that. So what I'm saying is, if I see a person, they roll up, they smoking weed, then they got the gummy bears. They'll put a gummy bear in their mouth. Then they'll turn around and try some other shit with it. Then they'll take a shot of some liquor. Some what is it, 1742 shit or whatever the fuck they be drinking. Like, motherfucker, you is on 5 different highs. That's a junkie to me. And you got to do that every day. That's a junkie.
Yeah, now see, now in that case,
And then you gonna turn around now. You got to be scared, and then you better be scared, T Banks, because now that's what Jimmy White waking you up. So while you sitting over there on all them 5 different highs and drugs, then Jimmy White, little white boyfriend that he showed you earlier, now they're gonna hit you with that tranquilizer. Then T Banks, your hand gonna look like that white woman. See, you gonna get hit with the tranquilizer. Jimmy White already warned you now. Okay, you want to be on them shrooms? You said you do shrooms. Nigga, you said that. Jimmy White, please tell them people don't tranquilize T Banks. But these you're gonna lose her shit. She's gonna be crying every day. We're not trying to tranquilize T Banks. Hello, is it me or is his shit fucking up? I think that's T Banks shit fucking up. Oh shit, is my mic fucking up? God damn it! Not he didn't got tranquilized already through the goddamn internet. See, T Banks, you got to be careful. Them folks trying to tranquilize. Jimmy White trying to tranquilize you through the internet. Look at it. Get tranquilized. Look, get tranquilized. Jimmy White, leave him alone, Jimmy White. God damn, the man just got back over here. Damn, Jimmy White, he was in the hallway. Look at him. Hello, can y'all hear me, or is that my shit fucking up? Hello? Is it my shit fucking up? Oh, my mic good. Okay, that's that nigga. Come back to the light, Caroline. Come to the light, Caroline. Nigga stuck on a poltergeist.
Can you hear me now?
Boy, put some damn. Oh, look at this nigga. Jimmy White, look at your man. This boy look just like Ladybird. One mic on Ladybird. This nigga, boy, you look like Ladybird.
Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Don't put me on that goddamn summer jam shit.
Nigga, what kind of
don't take me off
hat you got, nigga?
Jam shit.
Boy, you look like you got an
nigga,
alligator in the back.
It's my mission hat.
Somebody
hey, look, don't worry about my gator.
Got an alligator hat on.
Don't worry about my gator, all right? I'm the Black Crocodile Dundee. You chill out.
Boy,
you chill out.
That's what I was thinking of. Crocodile Dundee. Boy, look at you, boy. This nigga look like he done caught 2 alligators and got some motherfucking snake skin boots on right now. Nigga, what else is that?
Now I got the snakes in the back. I got the snakes in the back. The gators.
Shit, but did you get some
shrimp? See, I don't do that. I got baked shrimp. I got sauteed shrimp. I got gumbo shrimp, shrimp and grits.
Yeah, nigga. What was his name on Forrest Gump? What was that nigga name? Man? Nigga say he got all kind of shrimp back there. Nigga, that nigga look like he done caught an alligator, the shrimp boat, and all kind of shit going on. Jimmy White.
Boy.
Yeah, boy, run, goddammit. Boy, up here. Where's old lady bird?
It's Friday.
I know it's Friday.
I was supposed to get back yesterday.
No, it ain't, nigga. It's almost goddamn. Hold on. Oh yeah, nigga, you ain't paid your reparation. You need to hit that motherfucking donate button. That's what you need to do, nigga. Send $5, nigga. Hey, Jim White.
Donate. You need $5. I don't even see the link, nigga. What the link at? You need $5. You need $5.
I got the link. Hold on. It's at the top. It say pinned to the top. Ain't it?
Well, I'm in the studio, so I don't see it.
Oh, that's right. You ain't gonna be able to see it. Okay.
Look.
I don't know. Okay, your cursor just did it. Okay. Oh, that's right. You can't. Forgot. You can't. Is that my shit? Is this? Hold on.
Wait.
Why is this shit glitching like this? Hold on.
Hold on. Is that it?
What the fuck? Chris says, "Yo, I'm good." Why is it glitching, bro? Is my shit glitching? What the fuck? Yo, hold on. This shit bugging out. D-Banks, what kind of witchcraft nigga shit you done put on my damn live screen, nigga? Shit. Oh, it's T-Banks? I'm like, bro, what the witchcraft shit I got going on? Hold on. Hold on. Why is the button ain't working for me no more? Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see something.
Got you on.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's T-Banks. What that boy shit? That's his matrix. He on that truck with them goddamn shrimps and alligators and I guess the goddamn alligators eating that nigga. Alligators eating that nigga Wi-Fi up. Oh shit! Shout out to my girl Thinker. Oh shit! Thinker came through real good. Oh shit! Hype that thing up. Light that thing up. Shit! Pack T Banks the fuck up. Shout out to the Thinker for the 10 gifted subs. Appreciate that Thinker for the gifted subs.
Hey, y'all chill out with them gifted subs now. Good gracious. You know what?
She said you in the blunder. Yeah, that's you in the. Oh boy, she took your spot. I told you, get the fuck back. I told you. You was talking all that shit yesterday. See, you talked all that shit. Now see that teammate? Nah, she showed you real quick. You talked all that shit trying to pack Jesse up. She packed your ass up real quick. Jimmy White, what is Jimmy White doing? This nigga touch this way he cooking. Come on. Yeah, shout out to the motherfucking Think in the building. This nigga T Banks motherfucking internet got me thinking I'm fucking over here. It's my shit. But shout out to the motherfucking Thinker coming through with the motherfucking gifted 10 gifted. She did 10 gifted motherfucking subs. Yeah, hello. Appreciate the love and the support. Thinker for that. Yeah, because if y'all don't know, yeah, that is how you support me here live on Twitch. I am live on Twitch, twitch.tv/ Freddie Roosevelt. Definitely make sure you guys are following me on Twitch and definitely hit me with the sub or, you know, do a gifted sub or shit, send some bits. Don't matter. Damn it. Monday through Friday, we is live every day. What is that? Normally 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern. It's about 3 or 4. Shit, it's Friday. I need a motherfucking drink. I don't have time for this shit today. T Banks shit. Is T Banks still? Is he talking? T Banks. Because Jimmy White ain't there either. That's crazy. But I definitely appreciate the support. Definitely, if you guys can too. Also, if you ain't subscribed to the LOELLOO INC Inc. On YouTube, definitely make sure you guys subscribe to me on YouTube. That's at LO Inc. So it's youtube.com/LO at LO Inc. YouTube, I guess now put the at in front of it. So you have to do the youtube.com/ then the at ELLOOINC. Definitely subscribe to the channel over there. Shout out to my boy Shiloh Sanders for following me here on Twitch. Shout out to the Velt News for making that play alley oop happen. So shout out to him for following me. So I think we're gonna collab sometime soon. So definitely shout out to him for that one. Okay, let me see. See, that link is fucked up, Krista. The YouTube one. I gotta fix that one. Remind me, Krista, today. Because if you see, it's got the LO Inc. It's not coming up as a link. I gotta fix that one. Remind me to fix that one. So that LO Inc. That link is that's off the Nightbot, yeah. So remind me to fix that Nightbot link for the YouTube one. I definitely gotta fix that one. But Jimmy, I guess, well, you know what? I'm not. Yeah, the hell's your shit fucking up? Not they not fucking talking. All right. Well, with that being said, it's been fun. I'm gonna go live again, I guess, in a maybe hour or so. But I gotta get me some fucking breakfast. I'm dead serious about that. I was not trolling. Shit, I done had 3-4 cups of coffee, basically a whole fucking pot of coffee. I gotta eat, and it's fucking 12:30. It's fucking 12:30. All I had was coffee, and now I'm sipping some water. But with that being said, so yeah, just give me a few hours. It's Fridays. Definitely, don't forget. We do Freddie Fridays. Krista, don't forget Freddie Fridays.
Nah.
We got to do Freddie Fridays. You said what, Jim White?
Yeah, I'm finna eat me some breakfast, man.
Yeah, I'm finna, boy, I got to eat, boy. My motherfucking stomach over here talking to me right now. I got to go eat, and then we're gonna do probably Freddie Fridays in another hour or two. And shit, now we're gonna talk our shit because the business is done for the week. My office hours are from 9 to 5. Now we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun. Freddie Fridays. We're gonna talk shit. Freddie Fridays every Friday. All right, love you guys. I'll be back on live in another hour or so. I just gotta go get me something to eat. All right.
Yeah,